back to the tactical map.
Before you attack, drink a healing potion.
Okay. Where would you guys like to head to?
See, look at all these dark squares I got. That's what I was talking about.
That is strange.
I have one.
See, you thought I was making it up.
I didn't think you were making it up. It's just it's strange. How
Look, I
it's
have it
like,
too.
He's just strange. It's not good.
So we're heading for the worms, which
like
were
just like pure black.
Here. Yeah. Wait, no, they're here where the bridge was.
Maybe we'll go away as we move.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It's probably a remnant of
Or-
the exploration when I'm setting up the map.
Yeah, I think they were here.
It's the void.
What are you looking for?
The worms.
Yes, that's where the
Yeah, right
GB16 was where the Tetzel worms were.
516. We were originally going up here because there was some other stuff up there that we had to do, and we were just going to do a circle and go back to town after the worms.
We were gonna clear this house here. I'm pretty sure.
GB3?
Nope, 218. It's mapped but not cleared. That's an issue. Unless we clear all of those.
GB18, you said?
2.18? I don't know what G you're talking about other than
2.18.
but I don't see a G.
Oh, I'm sorry, looking at the wrong locations. Okay, so 2.18.
Yep.
Okay.
That's not been.
How do you keep
So we were going to clear that
that?
and come back around.
That.
We're gonna clear that and then probably follow the river south. So you clear 316. And then 417 to map and clear. And then 516 to map and clear and kill worms. And then head back to base.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one big loop that way.
Yeah,
So you
but-
want to go north to 318. No, to 218.
I believe that was the plan.
Yeah, and 316 was where the giant toads were. Oh wait, I don't know that because I'm not the robot.
You know it.
Okay.
Okay, so you follow the river north. Well, spin that periods. Okay, why are we not moving?
It looks like you have to approve your own movement.
Yeah.
I do have to approve my own movement. Accept. Okay.
Do you file the right paperwork?
Did. Okay, so you move there. And then you go up to 218.
Oh,
Difficult. That's ominous.
Yeah, difficult. I don't know why that came up, but sure.
difficult terrain.
Okay, so you are in 218. Put you up there. Okay, and you guys wanted to spend a couple of days and map this out?
We already have it mapped.
We're just clear.
Clear it?
Whichever
Okay.
the frogs or toads or whatever.
No, the toads were in 316.
Here, this was the location you guys had come through, and you guys had a run of bad luck. Things were breaking and falling apart and things like that, and you guys opted to leave the area rather than spending more time here.
That's where the minks were, I think, at first.
The minks?
Or not the minks, the mites, the fae. The things that were fighting the kobolds.
We got a mink at this station.
The minks. We must take their pelts.
The minks are that one race from One Piece. I'm getting my
Worst
lore mixed
creatures
up.
everywhere.
Those small little weasel things. We need their pelts.
Okay. Give me a nature or forest lore or fey lore. If you guys have any of those.
Or Reichland.
So probably nature.
So, if you go on with this,
Oh,
Okay.
Yes. Pigbeard recognizes this as mischievous fey are causing problems here.
The chats that you can actually see.
if you look
Okay.
at right, oh, we're almost there. One, right?
well, the good news is we should be able to take care of that because didn't we just form an alliance with the fae and they put in a good word for us?
Well,
Find the
from what
danger,
you know,
which you're controlling
fey
now,
tend to be
Yep. Look up in nature.
fairly isolationary. So having worked with the other Fae gives you some benefits, but doesn't necessarily influence these because there's lots of different type of Fae. However, you also know that Fae tend to respond well to gifts or bribes and so forth.
Right.
typically to leave people alone. They view it as gifts, things like jewelry, alcohol, sugary food, potions, etc. But anything that doesn't include cold iron is potentially good. Cold iron, Fae always hate. Otherwise, while you guys are here, you're running into constant problems with your gear and so forth, and effectively everything suffers a drawback until you take time to repair it back in town. Because they're like untying your armor and tying your shoes together and things like that.
Putting rocks inside my gun.
Yes.
Alright, so
Leaving the cap off the powder so it gets wet. All sorts of fun things like that.
pouring gunpowder down my pants and lighting it.
So, it'll take 2 days to scout and map this area out.
We already have it mapped.
I'm sorry, to clear it. Assuming you can diplomatize with them. But you need to leave gifts, and I need to know how much value you're going to leave for them.
I got this Stag Lord amulet that's silver, I believe.
Okay?
You guys want to leave that? Sure.
Okay.
Is it cold iron?
I don't think it's cold iron.
It's
It
silver.
says Silver. Can I click on my character
That would
sheet?
not be iron. How much is the Stag Lord amulet worth?
I think 3 gold pieces.
Okay.
Value 6 gold or 3 gold.
So one amongst you can give me a diplomacy check. With the value, you get a +6.
Okay, I got 6 on diplomacy. Anybody got anything higher?
I do.
Go ahead.
What does Mr.
yours
Cobalt
have?
What's your?
8.
I have 9.
Go for it.
Go for it.
There you go.
A
You bring
diplomat.
the kobold along so that he can talk to the Fae.
I am very diplomatic and intimidating. So go ahead and roll.
How do I get to my character?
There you go.
Well, okay.
I am very
game's
diplomatic.
starting off pretty straightforward.
Yep.
This just
Okay.
means we're gonna have terrible combat rules.
So 2 days go by.
And into the party. And then play.
And during the time you leave the amulet hanging from a tree, it disappears within a couple of hours. And after a while, you get approached by you hear some fluttering,
Press the
like a dragonfly,
trash can.
and you see a small cricket. It looks like legs and body of a cricket, but the upper body of a man, barely 3 inches tall, with dragonfly wings on its back. Flutters down and lands on a branch near you. Crawling around the tree is a brightly colored lizard with dragon-like wings that looks out at you. And the two of them call out in whatever the Fae language is.
I probably
Sylvan.
don't know this.
Sylvan.
Actually, I think they just named it Fae with the remaster.
Yeah, one of my languages that I speak just says Fae.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fae too.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just Fae.
But just Fae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird. They made some like really detailed and some were just like Fae.
Okay.
No, they're not speaking Cyclops.
They are not speaking Cyclops.
Grr.
Grr.
My character
Now
says
I'm
it
supposed to be able to speak Fae.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's
Scroll down.
Go
on it and scroll down.
Scroll down to the bottom of it.
Like go over like somewhere in the middle. Yeah, scroll down. Okay, go to your languages.
Scroll down and then where's
Go to your languages. No, up.
She's
That's fine, yeah.
She's still listening.
Did not translate it for you.
Yeah, it didn't for me either. And I
Not for
speak
her. It did
Fae.
for me.
Yep.
Says Mara, Ben, Keith, and the stream board can. The three of you speak Fey.
I do not speak Fey.
Correct.
The
The other Ben.
Translate it for Keith, but not for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I-
just Ghibli.
I-
Welcome to our home. Thank you ever so much for the gifts. I hope you enjoyed our games.
So they were just
Very fun.
having fun.
Very fun games.
Yeah, it's very fun games.
Exactly.
Funny.
We will mark this one as cleared.
Get off road one.
Yeah. Okay. Where would you guys like to go?
Keep on the loop.
So you wanted to go southwest?
Yeah.
Okay. So that takes you to the Temple of the Elk. That's 96 hours seems like a long time.
Difficult terrain.
Oh no, because it's taking you to the left.
Oh.
I will adjust that back a couple of days.
Can't believe this. Got lost.
Right, you got lost. You went west. Okay. Anything you want to do here at the Temple of the Elk? That's already been cleared.
That's the place where we found the bear, I think, right?
Yeah.
Should go into the next one. Again, it's going to take you to. You get some exploration at least. I'll give you that,
Oh, buddy.
but it's counting multiple days.
Nice.
For some reason, it's putting you in the top left of the hex, so it's going straight there, which is where the problem is.
We're going to this hex up here.
That one.
Yeah, because that's not cleared. Yeah, the goal was we were going to go here, then follow the river south again till we get to the lizards.
Come on. Why won't you do? Okay, so obviously this tool is not going to work too well. Back to the Temple of the Elk. That's 48 hours. Undo that. And then over to the left. There you go. Okay. That takes us over here to this location.
Where the frogs were and sulfur.
Correct.
Frogs and sulfur.
So this location had hot springs that bubbled at the edge of the source at the source of the Skunk River, filling the surrounding area with the distinctive odor of rotten eggs. Despite the smell, hot springs are rather pleasant to relax in. The springs overflow into the surrounding valley, forming a broad, swampy pond surrounding the source. From the distance, you could hear the sounds of large frogs, and you can see gigantic frogs living in the pond.
These
You have to
frogs
clear
like
them
to
before
eat
you can
people.
fully map the area
Nature check.
or remove them.
I remember doing a nature check on these dudes. They like to eat people.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
All right, let's see.
You recognize them as frogs of the gigantic variety. Frogs tend to be carnivorous or omnivores. They'll pretty much eat anything that will fit into their mouth. Sometimes things that won't fit in their mouth they will try to eat. They also tend to be very aggressive and territorial. So unless you can convince them to move along, you will probably have to deal with them harshly.
Well, can anyone speak frog?
Ribbit.
How many big frogs are there?
You can see 3, maybe 4.
Frogs of unusual size.
Yeah.
Frogs of the large variety.
Time to make some frog legs.
How big are they? Like the size of us, or like the size of like?
No, not the size of a troll. They're medium size.
Okay.
Did we get XP for helping the thing?
I will give some to the kingdom. Sure.
Is there a way to see our XP on the hotbar down below?
No.
No? Okay.
Level, that's it.
So that's the only thing we cannot see.
See, now if I could breathe underwater here, then it'd be kind of cool.
It's a hot spring.
It'd get too hot.
It's not lake.
Your skin would get too hot.
He could use
I think you have
moisturizer.
other issues.
He could use moisturizer.
So-
While you're underwater.
Let's make some fried frog legs real quick.
What the speak?
That should be an ability that lets you talk. I don't. It would be like a feeder or something, or a class feature if you had it.
Indoctrinate the frogs.
Add them to our kingdom.
Or
Are there any
what any
specific
colonizer would do.
are there any specific weaknesses frogs have?
No.
Special abilities?
Nope.
Okay.
A giant foot if you step on them.
Any creature that slime
Is usually gets
Have
irritated
animal
by it.
empathy?
Well, sure, you get irritated by salt too.
But not as much as a creature that
You can
has,
ask
that has the
questions,
slime and
receive
stuff like that.
answers from
Sure, but no, they don't have any
the
specific
diplomatic
weaknesses.
diplomacy skill with other animals. In most cases, wild animals will give you time to make your case. I've got animal empathy.
Okay.
You have to click the eye to see it.
I'm gonna try to convince them to leave.
Oh,
Like,
hey, leave your house.
So you'd have to approach them alone.
Okay,
You'd have to 1v1 the frogs.
you won with the frogs.
we're gonna end up killing some frogs.
Yeah, we're gonna have some frog
You do
legs.
not have.
Just animal empathy.
I can use diplomacy.
You have to click the eye to see it.
Because I don't.
You have
I
to-
don't
Mom.
the explanation.
You have to click the eye.
Yeah, it's defaults to hidden, just to save space on the chat thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright. Didn't realize I had to cross.
So, I mean, you guys are a couple hundred feet away. You're relatively safe. The frogs don't seem to care about your presence at this point. You know, these giant frogs tend to be fairly aggressive. They like to eat things, such as you guys. The goblin says he has an ability to speak with animals. You could certainly do that, but you'd have to go on it. You'd have to approach them on your own and trust to your skills.
Well, what do we want in this square? What's the
Go
purpose?
for it.
Oh, we're clearing it out for future expansion.
Okay, well, can we just leave them alone and do it?
No,
It has to be cleared. That's the issue.
they're violent to other people, and we need it cleared. So we need them to leave, or we need to kill them.
The polar bears in the region.
Exactly.
Right.
They hunt humans for
Yeah, I mean, you could conceivably just leave them there, but you won't be able to map out the region, which means this square will be left open as such. And yeah, they could be a threat to other travelers or merchants traveling through the region.
And we need this area for the water leeway.
So there is
And the sulfur.
there's
That's
no
good
real
stuff.
reason to negotiate with them then.
Unless you can like indoctrinate them on the kingdom or send them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, I can ask them to leave and
There's this nice place called Pitax, a bit up north.
should I try talking to them or should you just want to attack them?
I mean, you were the one that said
Okay.
you wanted to talk to them.
Why not? Always negotiate.
Well, I can
first.
go negotiate with them.
You're gonna convince them to leave.
Sure, I can try.
Okay.
They may also just eat him because he's very snack sized.
They absolutely could. Okay.
So what do you want me to diplomacy?
So you're going to need to be about 100 feet or so away from the group,
Okay.
going to talk to these 4 giant frogs.
Okay.
Okay. So per the skill, you at least get the moment or two to make a peaceful gesture towards them before they attack you. But then it comes down to your diplomacy skill.
Okay. So you want me to roll diplomacy?
I do.
Oops. Roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, man.
They seem aggressive. All 4 of them start climbing out of the water. One of them sits there, sort of cleaning itself with a tined leg. The other 3 sort of look at you. They let's see. That's what they look like.
Whoa.
They sort of look at you, large sharp teeth in their mouth. One of them like licks its lip and starts like sticking its tongue out in your direction. What do you? They seem mostly neutral at this point, but it's just a matter of time before they engage you. What are you trying to do?
Tell them that we come in peace and we're the advanced party with the new king of the territory
Okay, these are animals.
Okay.
Not people.
They're not
You're-
sophisticated frogs.
They are not domesticated frogs. So you're talking to Mulder.
Mulder.
Mulder. Okay.
You're talking to Mulder, but you're a walking piece of chicken.
Yes. So the question is, telling him that you're an advanced party for the new king of the land isn't going to mean a thing to them.
They got the mind of a goldfish, basically. Well, for
Hey, Mulder.
Come on, let me.
Mulder, come here. Sit.
Come on, let me fry him up.
That's not
Okay.
how you're supposed to.
Now, we're an advanced party for the new king of the land. Do you want to eat this chicken, or do you want to leave?
See? They left.
It worked.
They left.
You don't have any chicken.
Um,
I mean, what's your intent? I mean, you're not really speaking
Okay.
verbally to them. You're using more of intuition and empathy, really, trying to understand them.
How they feel.
Yeah.
They probably think hot spring nice. We like it here.
leave. Go.
Okay, you're just gonna try to figure out why they're here and if you can convince them to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a diplomacy check.
What if they're just like, why are you here? Why don't you go?
Yeah. Diplomacy.
Honestly, my spells are fairly long range. Then I can.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
So you start working on them, trying to understand them. They seem very comfortable here. They don't seem to be interested in leaving. They don't see any better options. They also seem to be pretty hungry. And a couple of them start moving around you, sort of trying to eye you out and get a sense of how tasty you would be and which one of them can eat you first.
I'm out of here.
Okay, you
Go
turn
back
and
to
take
the
off?
group. Yep.
Okay.
Go back to the group.
As soon as you do, they're going to engage. So, let's go to whatever popular basic map.
You tried, Jared.
You did try. And then we'll get rid of all these guys.
If we just went in and killed them, we would get a bad reputation of just forcefully colonizing land.
From
That's what
who?
we
The
were
frogs?
here to.
Yeah.
Yeah, from animals.
The frogs are not going to report you for animal abuse.
I bet they would.
I mean, that's like saying Mulder's gonna call the police on you.
They have
You gonna
pictures
call the
of us
police
and
on
go.
us, Mulder?
I did it.
Okay.
I guess the only animal that could really report you could be like
You
a
really wanna
parrot.
do that?
Good point.
You have to accuse these frogs of high treason. They're attacking an agent of the king.
Hey, bro, listen.
Squatters.
Exactly.
Okay, group is back here.
This
We
will be alright
have.
eventually.
He is.
One of these days.
One of these days. Give it a year or two.
A few years.
There. Switch over to this map.
Traditional generic.
Traditional generic.
Yep. Generic map.
Yep.
Ooh, frogs.
He's in a...
He's in quite the pickle.
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting combat carousel.
Okay. So, wall.
Time.
He is in a good
Perfect
position.
fireball.
We're far enough away, he could...
Okay.
Yeah, that's frog.
So the frog goes first.
Show you the frog.
You turn to run. He is going to target you. And let's see, what can frogs do? They can lick you and bite you and grab you.
I think if they lick you, their tongue sticks and drags you in. And...
Why don't you be quiet?
What conditions does people have?
Don't give them any ideas.
Bananas. Clumsy 1.
Who, me?
Yep,
Because you're
And-
encumbered.
because he's encumbered.
Okay.
Who am I encumbered with?
Don't know, but you're encumbered.
You're encumbered by too much stuff. Anyways, one being the frog tongue. It starts off by shooting its tongue out at you, trying to hit you.
Chainmail.
That's going to strike, which is going to miss you, and then waddle forward. And it has goes up to there. Okay. Pinkbeard, give me a perception check.
All right.
DC 15.
Perception.
There's more behind us.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like to do for your round?
Let's see. Well,
You see, Pickle decide, yeah, this isn't going to go anywhere. Turns, and the frogs start to immediately move in on him.
all right. Let's see. How far away? 95 feet I can get. I am going to hunt the frog that's right in front of him.
Chainmail.
Go ahead and target, and then click on the hunting.
Let's go. All right.
And you put that
And
on your
then
horse if you survive this.
I'm going to.
So what you're gonna need to do is you go into the sword icon. Who's pressing that doesn't toggle anything. I'm aware of. Sword, and then
Sword.
toggle the target is your hunt prey.
Yep.
Check mark at the very top. Top right. Nope.
Right there. Target is your hunt.
Yep.
Okay.
And then go ahead and roll your attack instead.
Okay. Oh, and then
What's it click?
strike. PF2E range combat. You cannot perform this action because. Oh, I gotta load it first.
Yeah, we said that earlier.
Okay, so then gotta go in.
Now, I'm going to assume your gun is loaded,
Okay.
so I won't charge you an action for that.
Alright. So,
That will cost 5
Get your
actions
movie on there,
for that coconut.
yeah, I'm trying to.
Remembering how to do that?
Okay, so
On the gun, press the 3 dots.
reload. Alright, I see that.
Leave that up.
Yeah, he was just looking at the button.
Okay, just leave that window up because you're going to need to reload each time.
Okay.
Okay, so your gun starts loaded.
Alright.
You hunt the frog.
Yep, and then.
I didn't think we had striking runes yet.
Yeah, we managed to get one
Okay.
striking rune.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think we had. Oh,
And you critically hit the frog.
Bye bye frog.
poor frog.
So click damage.
Poor frog.
Frog didn't. Oh, bye bye frog.
Legs everywhere.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, bye bye.
Frog takes 24 points of damage.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of ones.
That's a lot of damage.
And then I'll just reload it and
Okay.
there.
Ask the frogs if they want to get on.
Okay, do you guys see on your action a end turn? Is there an option for that?
Yeah.
Anywhere?
Not
Actions
that
will
see any,
sword.
maybe there's the hourglass.
Sword.
There's the hourglass, but it doesn't say what it does.
That
Yeah, I don't know. Like if you
There's
mouse
an
over it.
N10 action there.
I know when it comes to
Scout,
my turn.
check
I'll-
the
I'll-
wall.
Okay, that's fine. I'll move on to the next person then.
No.
So the next
Never-
frog in the back lets out a loud, possibly scared ribbit as his friend frog gets blasted. But food overrides his desires. He moves forward and then targets the
I don't even need to
goblin.
I can just leave that key.
Tries to bite you, but tries to tongue you. Critically misses.
He drops his tongue.
Moves up again.
So where you can move the combat tracker on this? It's covering my whole toolbar.
No.
You can click the little collapse in the bottom right of it.
Yes, but that doesn't move it.
Okay.
Okay.
Have it there and you will like it.
Well, I can't access any of my stuff.
You have it there and you will like it.
At the bottom right, there's a little square that says expanded or click to collapse.
And collapse, same thing. I can't move. I can't drag and drop it anywhere. This is the collapsed version.
That is collapsed.
That is collapsed.
Oh, yours is different.
Interested.
This is the fog's croak.
Okay, so I can go
Collapse again.
into, let's see, configure settings, and this is going to be which one?
Combat.
Okay, which one this is? Obviously, we should have checked that out there.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
No.
Carousel Combat Tracker is the one at the top.
Yeah.
Party HUD is the one on the left. Party sheet.
It's strange how mine's completely different compared to everyone else's screens.
It is, isn't it?
Is everybody else's smaller?
Yeah. 'cause
Your
mine's right
resolution
on the
is
side.
big. Try control mouse scroll wheel. You might be zoomed in.
That just rotates my view here. I know. Let me try logging in and stuff like that.
Options on
You could try doing control and then plus or minus.
yeah, I'll trade. I'll download it. I mean, that's the
But
reason.
just check like basic Internet Explorer and see if you're zoomed in.
Well, that's what it was.
And I mean, I had full screen. But
No, I meant there's an option to go to a website and expand the view. It makes all the text and images much bigger, and that it sounds like that might be what it's doing. Because the laptops obviously are the same. Okay, the other frog over here, he is going to move over to this location and try to bite you. See how his other friends can't actually hit you. He hits a 21.
Is that it?
Which would do 5 points to you.
dangerous frog.
He is a dangerous frog. And then that gives him a chance to grab you. Attempts a grapple, which misses. Okay. Casimir.
Okay, so this rod has not acted yet. That one's almost dead. These are fine. Barely hurt. Okay. So. Okay.
I'm hearing there's a lot of so's and okay.
No, I just hadn't done the targeting thing before, so I'm just looking at that. So I'm going to cast Spiritual Armament.
Okay.
One that I hit says
Yes.
Death's Doors. It's
Okay.
So I'm going to do that, and then I'll do. Do I have to target something before I do any of this?
This is like spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. It'll give you an
It's
option
just
if
a
you
frog.
haven't.
Okay. So I guess I'll do this guy,
Okay.
and then I'll do slashing.
Okay.
And
So then attack.
attack that guy.
I mean, I have this now, but everything's been
Hit him.
Hit.
very small.
And damage.
Can you see things now?
But technically, yes, it's still not the same, but it works.
Okay.
I do like that we can see the status of the enemies now.
Points.
I do 7 points to him.
I would be
Okay,
in trouble
killed
on
the
that one.
I can see it,
And then,
but yes, for most people, it would be an issue.
See that now.
Very small squares. No, it's fine.
His is
Take a
kind
move
of small too, though.
Okay. Like I said,
His looks like mine also.
Yeah.
Well, his looks like yours.
I think some people have been messing with the resolution settings or whatever. So, okay. Casimir blasts one and then moves up. Pickle, what would you like to do?
Yeah, dodge.
Okay.
Let's see.
Be the
Okay,
perfect
so
time to
we're
have
going
one of
to-
those escape
you need
versions.
to go, and then see that's the number of actions it's giving you. So that's 3.
So that's as far as I can go, right?
Yeah, because you're
Well, you can
encumbered.
go further as long as it listed as 3.
Yeah. So you keep going. That's 4. So go back 1. Go back 1 more. That's 3 right there.
That's as far as you can go.
Because you're encumbered, so you're
Okay.
slow.
The highly trained combat frogs respond with no attack of opportunity.
Damn.
They're in big trouble.
Kirok.
Oh, yes, me.
Leave me trolls.
Going to oh wait, no, not actions. I'm going to cast I probably should target one on. We'll go with that one. Okay. Cast. Need a save on that frog that I targeted. It should have that frog.
Okay, got a 19.
Okay. So it should automatically calculate stuff.
Okay. So the order of operation here is you have to roll the damage first, normally.
Oh.
So he successed, he takes half damage.
Okay.
Okay.
That I'm going to move up here.
Okay. You done?
Yeah.
Short leaf.
I already have my sword drawn.
Okay.
So I don't know what the schematics would be on this. What I want to do is I don't want to take 3 actions to run up to him.
Okay.
I would like to take 2 actions and be in front of him.
You can do that.
And that way, because they're coming towards us.
You won't be able, at that point. You won't be able to delay your last action because it takes an action to delay.
Okay.
Or
So
2
you-
actions require a reaction, but
Right.
you're not gonna have enough with that.
Right. It's too far away from you, effectively.
Okay. But when they step to me, I can use a reactive strike then.
No, because they have to move away from you or past you.
Depending on what their movement is, yes.
This would have been like the time where if you had sudden charge, that probably would have been.
I gotcha. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is get up front, and I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm gonna use 2 actions there, and then I'm gonna dual parry.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna move there. That's 2 actions, and then I am going to dual parry, which actions dual parry.
Okay.
Did that do it?
Yeah. It says it applied the effect. Looks like you have the. Yes, you have dueling parry on. So Silverleaf, your healing target has run away.
He's like, you gotta get my potions anyway.
Right.
Move here.
Okay.
And then cast a spell.
A spell. What spell?
Everyone's favorite prep spell. You can have combat.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Bless.
Bless the group.
Yep.
Mara, what would you like to do?
Can you give us access to the settings?
Of what?
Just user settings or whatever for the software. It's currently I don't have access to it. Because I wanted to see if there was a Foundry thing, because I know I was messing with it earlier.
Okay. So that is a different macro or different tool that is hiding it. Of course, we have so many now. Hide player UI. And okay, so this is going to be the game settings tab. Save changes. Okay, so you'll have to refresh.
Okay.
to get
These
to see it.
frogs have 30 hit points.
So Mara, you just moved twice or 3 times?
I moved. I think he had 2 dots,
Okay.
and then I was gonna raise my buckler.
Okay. The next giant frog is going to move forward to here, and then try to bite the fast-moving, or try to tongue the fast-moving elf. It's a 21, which is a miss because of your buckler. You can use your nimble dodge, but that's irrelevant.
Okay.
So,
Good buckler.
yeah. I mean, it missed you by 3, so your nimble dodge wouldn't have made any difference anyways. If it had hit you, then it would have mattered. Okay. Going back around, we have Pigbeard.
Alright. Now, I'm going to target that frog over there and hunt that frog. Let's see. Did it do it?
It hunted him.
Okay. I was just making sure it did. Alright. And then I'm going to
shoot at the frog. Is it gonna make me do the target as hunting prey thing again? I think it does. Sword.
Yep, right in the top left there.
Target's hunting prey. Alright, so now should be able to strike.
You hit it.
Alright. Damage.
Okay, takes 8 points. It's not nearly as impressive as the previous one.
No.
And you have 1 action, so you
Reload.
reload. Okay. The other giant frog here hops up to here and takes a tongue lashing at the halfling. Missing you. So it just moves up. The other frog that just got shot has seen better days, apparently.
Did get hit by lightning.
Don't actually have a jump option.
He's too fat to jump.
So he wobbles over here and targets the halfling as well. Hits a 21, missing because of your dueling parry. And then closes in.
Well, it was a good thing you had the dueling parry on.
Casimir.
Okay. Active sustain spells. Do I have to do anything to sustain my spiritual weapon?
Yeah, take an action to sustain it.
Okay. Is
Which
there like a
gives you
button?
an attack.
Okay, is there a button on here that I have to press for that?
No. It just popping up a reminder saying, "Hey, you have
Okay.
a sustain spell."
Okay.
In case you choose not to sustain it.
Okay. Is there a way I can bring up the thing to make the attack again?
Checking. Send to chat. Sustaining spiritual assignment. No, that's not it.
If I need to, I can go into my character sheet and just click it. But I was just wondering if
that's probably what we'll need to do. I remember there was a way that we can do it easily because you could just like get the effect.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just click it on my character sheet and we will target that guy.
Okay.
And then I'll try to pierce him this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stab him with your spiritual armament.
There we go.
Striking him.
Damage. There we go. Roll damage.
He takes 15 points. He's still croaking.
Darn.
Just not croaking in the way we want.
I thought I had it set to roll damage automatically, but I guess that didn't stick.
And I will move there.
Okay. Pickle. The rest of the group has rapidly formed front lines in front of you. What would you like to do?
Okay. Electric arc.
I think you're kind of the front lines found.
Okay. Did you target 2 people?
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
yeah,
They're red.
You got
Okay.
you're supposed to.
So roll damage. Okay. So this one now goes in saving throw and a 19 and an 8. So half and double. Okay, that takes out another frog. And you got 1 action left.
I just want to move them. Keep.
Well, you keep like holding on it too long. So.
Okay. Kirok.
Okay.
One of the frogs goes down under a blast of electricity and bullets.
Going to
And sword.
Yes.
move down here. And 40, 45, both of 30 feet. Okay, I'm going to... I can't use my cantrips because they're out of range. I'm going to just use another Thunder Strike on... we'll go against the one attacking Jason. You said roll damage before?
Yep.
Okay.
So what that does is it pops up an interface where I can directly roll its saving throw and then apply the damage. Anything else?
No.
Okay, short leaf.
Use a vicious swing on him.
That's so vicious. Hit him,
He has anger issues.
I guess.
He has a Napoleon complex from his size.
Where's the damage at?
Takes 13 points.
I'm gonna just go ahead and go past there.
Okay. Silverleaf.
Gray ones are dead.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to stand.
Okay.
And cast shield.
Okay. Mara.
I'll step up to the frog,
Okay.
strike it.
Go for it. He is barely hurt. Did you target him?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's see, is there an option there to apply a target?
I don't know about Pathfinder if it has that option.
No. I'll see that. Okay. Well, a 19 is a hit.
Okay.
So if you target him and roll damage.
Yeah.
So just
Target
click.
him.
You just left click on him.
Yeah.
Like that.
Damage.
Interesting, it should have popped up a warning.
What are you swinging at?
Okay.
Okay. You'll need to take its. You'll need to untoggle your sneak attack. Is it the sneak attack?
Okay, so it gets 3 points back.
Okay, I'll take that. Take that on. That on.
Okay. So move up, stab it. What would you like to do for your third action?
I'll move back.
Okay. Okay. That giant frog doesn't like being stabbed by you, so it steps forward, targets you, and tries to hit you with its tongue, which will critically miss, so you don't need your nimble dodge,
Okay.
and then moves forward. Pinkbeard.
Alright. I'm going to hunt that frog that is in front of Short Leaf. Target's hunting prey. And then I'm going to shoot him.
Critical hit.
Alright.
Okay, that frog goes down.
And then I'll just reload.
You're tough.
Takes us to Casimir. All you needed was giant frogs for Casimir for Pinkbeard to attack.
So that is 2 actions to go there, and then I'll spiritual weapon it.
Okay.
I need something that causes more damage.
Oh shoot! Dang it!
That's gracious.
I didn't target it.
You got him.
Sorry about that.
You got a critical.
So
Well, we're
I guess
roll
just
damage,
multiply
I'll
this
double
by
it.
2. Sorry about that.
Okay, 20 points of damage to him. Big ol'.
forgot that clears your target CP now.
Should be notable by the big crosshairs that it puts on them.
There's a lot of things going on here.
Slashing guststone.
Okay.
I think this UI is actually making me hit better.
I'm getting attacked.
That's miss. What would you like to do for a third action?
Move.
Okay. Kirok.
Uh,
One frog remaining, currently going for Mara.
Yep. I will go ahead and cast this. Yeah. Should work. Should all be in the interface. Okay. Says I cast elemental toss. I toss a small ball of fire at it. And
Yeah.
taming.
Okay. Do 8 points to the frog, finishing it off.
You just deep fried the frog.
Alright.
Alright. I can't believe some of my best attacks were against a frog.
And then we'll finish off the frogs without much difficulty.
Apparently you don't like
After
frogs, which you-
Well, works for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
I wonder, can the frogs actually be eaten?
I mean, they're regular frogs. They're not.
Well, they're giant frogs.
Move your chain.
That just means more food. Makes them a more valid food source.
Armor.
Probably taste like chicken.
Wherever. That'll drop it wherever.
At that rate, we may not even have to use the rations for the night. We can just eat the frogs.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably tastes similar to gator.
No, probably
No.
tastes like frog legs.
So with that, I'm assuming you guys are going to then spend the next day or two mapping the place?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So that will be this. This is going to be cleared.
I don't think we should try talking to frogs next time.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
The frogs are very weird.
What if we come in contact with like sophisticated frogs?
I mean, to be fair, you gave them fair warning. They didn't heed the warning.
I got 5 points damage, and we're not barbarians.
Okay.
However, we were open
We
a
get sleep for the
seafood
night?
restaurant.
Yep.
So you're no longer encumbered?
Correct.
What'd you drop?
Chainmail on the horse.
Okay. Horse is wearing chainmail now.
Yep. It's a war horse.
Out of curiosity, why is the horse wearing chainmail versus you?
Because I'm encumbered with it.
Okay.
But you had two things on. I think you had studded leather and,
And chainmail. So I put the chainmail on the horse. So
He had extra armor.
Okay.
and the
But
horse
your,
wanted
but your chainmail protects you better.
yeah, but it makes me encumbered, so I ghosted.
It's probably too heavy for him.
Could
Yeah.
you put the studded leather on the horse and
Right.
put the chainmail?
Which one?
I'm saying
Do
the
you-
chainmail, like if I were to wear chainmail, it'd make
like
me,
wear
it,
the
my
chainmail,
armor class
like
would
switch
actually
out
go
the
down.
chainmail.
In armor class, yes, because there's mechanics around dexterity and training and so forth. He doesn't have very much dexterity.
You can't do
Okay,
So
bulk
we can
of
do the same
horse.
for
So what we were thinking is that would give him a better armor class. Now, if it still makes him encumbered even after he gets rid of the studded leather, that's a concern. Okay, but better armor class means less damage.
Yeah,
Generally
no,
good.
Okay, here's what. How do I determine the difference between the two armor classes? Because all I see.
Put them
is-
both on your character,
and then take,
and then wear one, and then wear the other one.
Okay, well I was encumbered before, so I guess I.
Well, that's because you had 2 suits of armor on, you know.
Well, I like the suits of armor. So what's
Yeah,
better?
but the point is, you gave up the one that's better protection.
Well, that I couldn't tell.
Well, that's what we're trying to walk you through the mechanics of.
Go back to your horse.
I think we're good.
Horse.
It might be. I don't. Strength wise, it
Right.
might be too heavy.
So you've got an AC of 19 with your
Oh, okay.
So and then
So if I move this off,
yeah. Here. Can I see? Yeah. So I'm gonna move that there.
Okay.
Druids are that nice thing of their spell
Move
casters.
that there.
They can wear medium armor.
And
Is
then
that
we're going
they have
to
proficiency with that?
wear that.
Isn't it goblins?
So you have an AC of
It
19
doesn't matter how small you are.
with the chainmail.
Right.
And then
Played
you have
in
an
the-
AC of 19 with the
played
stud.
stuff,
So the difference here is chainmail has a +1 dex modifier cap.
Now how do I
Okay.
tell that?
If you click on the chainmail, it gives you all the details.
There's a strength
Plus one
bonus
one
you
dex
need in order
modifier.
to not take
Okay.
any dex. So
Gives
you're
you
not
4
just
armor
strong
class,
enough to
but
use armor, you're
a
against
maximum
negative.
dex of 1.
But as long
Okay.
as you meet the
Okay.
requirements
The
of strength,
studded
you're
probably is a +3 with a 2
And the
dex
chain
modifier
was just
cap,
red +1.
which is why your armor class comes out the same.
Okay. So
Or maybe
what's
not a negative.
what's the better dex? The
Higher the dex, the better. But you only have a +2 dex, so anything above that doesn't gain you anything.
So you want, preferably, you want an armor that has a dex cap of 2 because it will compensate the AC for the lower dex cap.
So instead of chainmail, you probably want a chain shirt, I think. I don't know what the medium armor that would be the best one.
change shirt. Okay. I see medium armor. What's it?
Chainmail is medium armor.
Okay.
But instead, you might want a chainmail shirt.
Oh, okay. Chainmail shirt.
Right. A chain shirt
is
is
short,
considered-
not as big, not as full length.
a chain shirt is considered light.
Okay.
That has a dex modifier cap of 3 and an armor class bonus of 2, so it'd be lower.
Okay.
I don't know what the right medium armor for you to be, because I don't have a table that just compares them. But there are tables, and you can look around and get different armor.
Greg's got it. I hear him
Studded
find it.
leather is mechanically the same as a chain shirt, but the chain shirt is going to be worse because it's noisy. The armor's check penalty applies to stealth, so the chain shirt is the exact same thing as the studded leather, except that it's also noisy.
So probably studded leather is better.
You
Right.
want to wear the studded leather for now.
Right.
And then we get back.
Okay.
Look at other armors.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I use. Is
Switch them out.
Yeah,
That's what I do,
the
drag.
point of Pathfinder and D&D, there's always different pros and cons. Generally speaking, if you have a lower dex, you want a heavier armor because it limits your maximum dex but gives you base armor class bonus. If you have high dex like the rogue, you want really light armor because you get all your benefit.
Yep.
If you have middle ground like a +2, medium armor is the right choice. You just got to find the right armor that gives you all of your dex bonus and maximum basic armor.
I think the reason we had done this is initially in character creation when we looked at the armor, he has a +0 strength. So I think he didn't want to, like, he could do like a breastplate or a higher armor, but he didn't want to have the speed penalty. I think was your thing.
I think. Yeah. I think.
because I was like, you could do this and you could
I
have
remember
more
we
AC.
discussed
You can have
this.
Okay.
or you can have speed penalty because
Which-
you have no strength.
Which is a valid consideration. There's limitations there that it'll slow you down unless you have enough strength.
Yeah.
If you want the third armor, I think it's skill though. Because that's dex cap 2, AC 3.
Isn't that heavy?
It's medium.
Well, it's probably the heaviness
Okay.
is what it
That's
gets.
5 then.
I mean, it has a strength requirement of 2. So you need a +2 strength. Otherwise, you get the -5 speed penalty.
So you would be slower regardless. Otherwise, studded is fine. I mean, it's only going to give you like
I'll
one more
stick
point of armor class.
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
stick with
metal
what I
on
got.
druids isn't a thing anymore.
The horse likes chainmail.
Okay. So, that was a long time to kill some frogs. What are we doing next?
This hex completed.
This act completed.
Okay, to the next hex.
Holiday. How about holiday?
417?
We're not in the land.
Again, it does 4 days, but that should only
We
be
still
2
got
days.
one.
Sleeve. Spells back. There you go.
It is a lot of trouble to go through to get a worm.
Oh, we're completing a lot of other stuff.
Right. We still
Yeah.
got to map out all the other
Okay.
areas.
So, who is the group defined as scouts?
We are.
We are.
Yep.
Yep.
The two of you. Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
I'm not a scout now.
Correct.
Do we have
Were you a
the
scout and I wasn't?
rolls
I
assigned?
think you're a
in one
scout also.
thing?
So it was the three of
I
us
think
as
it was the
scouts.
three of us.
Okay,
Three of
so
us as
3 of you
scouts.
were scout. Who was doing the cooking?
We have the rolls
Ben?
and the party
Ben?
thing.
You can't cook anymore.
Oh,
but
so we need to
didn't tell us.
redefine it then. If he can't cook.
Because we've got scout, we've got the you and the rogue as scouts,
I did
and George,
I did hunting.
and then we've got me and Pinkbeard as searching, and we don't have anything for the kobold friend.
So what are you good at? Apparently.
I mean, we
That was a loaded question.
He can make the campfire.
we kept them working in slave labor in the mines for the last.
So if you
How
work,
long?
if you
Need
work
your crafting check. Correct.
right.
Yeah.
I talk.
I mean, looking at his primary stats he's trained at, I think we're putting him on searching, and if you're willing, then you have a 7 crafting skill.
Me?
Ben.
What? Which one? Me?
Yeah, you.
All right.
I do not craft.
For cooking. If that's assuming you guys are agreeing with that.
Yeah.
That'd be what I would think, but I don't know.
So you're gonna be the cook.
All right.
Well, you were also doing. You were also doing the
We're
food.
gonna be having some
He was
He's
hunting
hunting, he's
food.
finding
He was
the food.
hunting food,
Hunting.
and then Ben was cooking the food to give us a bonus.
Okay. So, what's the kobold doing?
He's taking my place in the searching, I think.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah. I'm not going to do nothing.
Well, yeah, we need you to do something.
So I believe the plan is we're putting the cobalt on search,
Okay.
and we're changing the pirate out to cook.
The former pirate, born again. I don't know what religion it is. Aristal, born again Aristal.
Jason, I eat and drink.
There you go.
Okay. So I'll add the ability to your character, Ben.
Okay.
And your coaster, Ben?
No. Sure.
Set it active. Okay. And then you're doing the cooking.
Yep.
So do you know how to add that to your character?
I believe it is in the party character sheet. There's
Right.
Or-
What he's saying. is
oh
you can-
actions, create action, right? Or I have to browse and then create.
and then
What do
you
we
can-
call cooking?
Let's see if I can just find it. Cook.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Look at your other character, Ben.
I don't have. It's not on. I don't see it.
Okay. We'll just create an action.
Okay.
This is an interaction. It is a passive. No, a
Cobbled
action.
together. Enter seated power.
Listed as hunt.
You have cooked the food now. Scout, hunt the animals, scout ahead.
So that if I go into actions and search cook the food.
No, I added it for you on your character sheet. You have a custom one labeled cooked food. All we're looking for is a label.
And then
Okay.
athletics,
Okay.
stealth, and perception. There is an acrobatics underneath.
And then I just roll a crafting check.
Yes, when we get to that point, you make a crafting check.
Alright.
Okay. First, I need a stealth roll from the 3 scouts.
That's supposed to be blind, I'm guessing.
Doesn't matter that much.
Well, I guess automatically decline.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get blind.
That's strange.
How did you roll it? Just click on stealth?
On the taskbar thing.
Yeah, with the task bar thing, I just hit
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, Mara did it in a different way, I think. So, either way, Yeah, I mean, there is a setting that sets it for secret automatically to avoid forgetting about it, unless I guess you can bypass it. But either way, so Shortleaf, you're out scatting around. You find in the soggy mire of the area, you smell a fire, wood fire.
Fire.
And then you come across a section that looks like it has a small collection of mud and thatch huts and some sort of small village.
This village
Small
is now
creatures.
under the occupation of
Not
some
small
village.
as in like halfling size, like small as in only a couple of houses.
Okay. So
Okay.
normal size. People.
Normal size, yeah. There are bugs and dragonflies and so forth all around. It doesn't look like a typical town that you're used to. It's in the middle of the muck and mire and everything. This terrain is wetlands.
I get the other scouts so that I can show them.
Okay. He returns to get the other scouts and identifies it. You guys can see moving about inside the place. At one point, you see a large, at least for the halfling size, humanoid creature, green scaly skin, looks frog-like.
No, not more frogs.
It's moving around, is dressed in armor and clothing with weapons.
This isn't like the other frogs.
We are the sophisticated frog.
We've been the sophisticated.
Maybe it has language skills.
I
It's one of the good
But
ones.
you said we find frogs for kill frogs, right?
Yeah.
you want me to kill this frog?
It's accompanied by what looks to be a pet of some form. It sort of looks like a slimy horny toad with a couple of large tusks in the front, leaning down, sort of like a saber-toothed tiger look.
Get them to pay taxes.
Slimy saber.
Okay. So the three of you that are there, what are you going to do?
Do we want to get the other group involved, or do
Yep.
we just want to handle business?
No, we just get the other group.
Okay.
So we're going to get the other group involved.
Okay. You return to the group and come back a couple hours later.
Does the druid know anything about these frog people?
Can I do a nature check?
Everybody can give me a society roll.
Sophisticated society.
So the fist.
You recognize him as a type of creature known as a boggard.
I have a plus
Okay.
0.
Boggards tend to be, they're frog-based humanoids. Is the idea. They live in swamps and wetlands. They're particularly good in the water and in the muck.
Are they normally evil creatures? Or are they normally good creatures?
They're normally neutral creatures, much like most societies are. Orcs and goblins generally are considered aggressive, at least. These guys aren't necessary.
Not Pathfinder.
Well, sure. Most, from your perspective, most people consider orcs and goblins aggressive. These would fall more on that level, but they maintain their own civilizations. This village seems much larger than the one boggard that you've seen.
There's at least two.
Got it.
No, I mean it looks like the village is sized for maybe a dozen or more. You've only seen one. The creature that's following along with him is a creature known as a slurk. It's a frog-like quadruped. intelligent enough, but they are slimy. They're frequently used as mounts. Yeah, Slurg.
So these guys can probably be negotiated with easier than the frogs we encountered earlier.
Yes, these are civilized creatures compared to the random natural animal.
Okay, do they speak English or common? No.
Nobody speaks English.
Alright, so we would just have to figure out.
Boggards typically speak Boggard, or the Slurk is known to typically understand Draconic.
Does anybody speak Draconic in our group?
Draconic, speaking to the pet, again, we're talking about talking to Mulder.
I can speak Draconic.
It's a pet. the pet can understand Draconic because it's related to that. The Boggard is the one that you would need to speak to because he's the intelligent creature.
And they don't
And he speaks Boggart.
No, we're just gonna go speak to his pet.
Well, I mean, I can speak to the pet if you want, but
It doesn't do any good.
You're such a pretty slur.
Here, tell your boss
You can
this.
say that.
Okay, what did he say?
You really have it wrong. The Slurk's the master.
Slurk is obviously can speak a more different language.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to, because I mean, our mapping it out doesn't mean we have to kill these guys, right?
But the clear does. We have to solve the situation here.
What situation is there to solve? We're
Basically,
living here, right?
clearing could also,
In our area.
if they're in our area, clearing would
Maybe
basically.
it could mean whatever you guys want it to be.
Clearing means subjugating most of the time.
No, we didn't do that on different occasions.
Okay, it's
First off. Second off, you guys have opted to be fame, not infamy.
Right.
Infamy would be going around subjugating and enslaving everything.
this would be more of trying to establish diplomatic relations.
Right.
Right.
How do we do that with a language barrier?
I'm looking for spells.
You're looking for spells. There are none here.
There are no spells. Ah, the translate spell. They renamed all the spells, so I had to find it.
Comprehend languages is now translate.
It's not translate, yeah. It's Arcane Divine and Occult. 30 feet, one creature, duration 1 hour. The target can understand the meaning of a single language it is hearing or reading when you cast the spell. This doesn't let it understand codes, the languages with metaphors and the like. The target can hear multiple languages and knows that it can choose which language to understand. Otherwise, choose one of the languages randomly.
So you can actually cast that on yourself, so you can speak their language.
Well, you can understand.
You can understand it. Third level, you can speak the language, but we don't have level 3 spells.
Gotta kill more frogs.
You could cast it on them to understand common in theory, right?
I mean, you could if they were willing. I mean,
But then they wouldn't be able to speak back.
yeah. So, yeah.
We use two of those spells, one to cast on the one person and one to cast on the other person. Then we technically could do it.
Yeah. But they have to be willing to have the spell cast on them.
So the best we can do is you cast the spell on yourself, so that you can at least.
Hear their insults as they did.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's worth a while. I mean, we start out that way with the frogs, and that way we still have good conscience on killing them. It's like we tried.
Or we could just like map out the area for now and.
No, I mean, if we have to either get them. We have to either get them to understand us, or
We can't kill them because that will give us infamy. This isn't like the beast frogs we found a second ago. This would be the equivalent of
we
like.
wouldn't kill them unless they attack us.
Even then, this is the equivalent of finding like a Native American reservation or
But
something.
all we're doing is trying to communicate, and we're just going to communicate. And if they attack us, well, then we got to protect ourselves.
We gotta figure out if they're a threat.
That's right.
To
We
the
have to
future
figure
of
out.
our kingdom.
That's right.
So I see
Making
frog.
weapons
I
of
see
mass
frog
destruction.
speak, but I don't know what it means.
Okay, frogs.
Frogs.
I also don't have translate prepared, so I'd have to sleep. Yeah, sorry, I didn't do that one. Yeah.
I mean, we can always sleep here and then.
Well, we run into the same problem of we'd just be able to hear what they're saying. And I mean, yeah, we could cast it on them, but they probably wouldn't be willing to have a random spell cast on them.
Okay.
And we wouldn't be able to tell them, hey, we're casting a translate spell on you, because, again, we can't. We can't communicate.
And so I think we need to kind of go in, not swords drawn, and kind of try to see if they attack us, then we know they're not good creatures.
They can probably understand universal
If
gestures.
someone were to come to us in our home, and we wouldn't start attacking them first, right? We would let them.
No, they're a frog person before.
We have a goblin.
Yeah.
We have a. What are you again? I mean, we have creatures of all sorts. We're like the melting pot.
Since I've been in this region longer than some of these people, would I know anything about?
No,
Like,
you've
know
never
about
left
the-
your
okay.
cave.
Okay.
She's very cozy.
Besides that, your people probably hate everything. You hate every
Well, we can
race.
pass through. If they attack us, then we attack them.
So I guess I'm
Otherwise,
confused
we leave
about
them alone.
the stereotype you're trying to describe about these people. Were you describing them as in terms of D&D orcs and goblins, how normally they're aggressive? Or are you determining it with Pathfinder orcs and goblins, where they're a civilized race, a part of the common people?
There's a frequent stereotype in a lot of these games that we are from the city, we're humans, we're adventurers, etc. Orc out there must be slain. Okay, Pathfinder and to a lot of extents D&D even have nullified that and made everybody basically just neutral. Now, orcs tend to be the bad guys anyways, okay, which sort of perpetuates that stereotype. These guys are not necessarily bad. They're neutral. Just like human society is considered neutral as well. They could just easily be the bad guys too.
I don't speak.
But there's no indication that, I mean, there's no, from what the gnome or the druid knows, there's no indication that they're just going to immediately attack. Okay, they're just another culture.
They may be
It's like
confused seeing us walking in there,
It's
but
like walking into the wilderness and for the first time ever seeing a halfling village. Halflings generally are neutral. These might be carnivorous man-eating halflings, or they could be friendly, happy.
I'm just
halflings.
talking about in general, because again, if we go to like D&D, for example, you walk into an orc camp, typically they will attack you, or any type. I'm just talking about typical stereotype
Correct.
about it. Do they like? That's what I'm asking. I'm not even asking about this specific hut or anything. I'm just talking general stereotype with them.
Is there a general belief that boggards will attack on sight? No.
So I think they could be traders, and we need to get them on board with our trade line. So maybe we can start to learn their language, and they can learn our language, and we can use them as we continue to grow our kingdom.
I definitely do not think we should go in there weapons drawn.
Nope.
Because then that could cause panic and cause them to
we
attack.
can always draw our weapons.
So,
We don't have to go in drawn.
do you want to sleep so I can re-prepare my spell so we can hear their insults?
Yes, I think we should. That way, at least we have something.
At least then you understand their insults.
Exactly. We need to know their insults. We need to classify them. But
Yes.
Are you good at sign language? Yes, he's good at sign language.
you want me to prepare one? Do you want to prepare one, George?
Why would we there too?
Well, so you can have two people understand them.
We can, worst case scenario, if we need to make any immediate communications with them, we can play charades.
You can
I'm pretty
memorize
sure
too.
they could understand charades.
What if I need spiritual weapon?
Or you just like, oh, their house is
Then
on
you
fire.
just gave your own reason.
Everybody on board with that, though?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to rest for the night and then approach them tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay.
And they ambush us, so I'm gonna sleep.
Nope. Okay.
I think they're good people.
So you make camp.
Yeah.
Following morning, you guys can change whatever spells around that you wish.
We just gotta start drinking healing potion every morning.
It's ale.
Be wrapped with
Drug dependency runs rampant.
No,
in this
Jason.
group.
Jason, just tell us he thought it was ale.
There we go. I have my
It'd
weapon
be a
sheath.
shame when I just suddenly run short on healing spells in the middle of the play. Never mind, well, you should have not drank your healing potion.
I'll tell you what, man.
Are you gonna sleep?
I'm 15 years old,
Yeah.
man. You need to lay off.
What would I do? Hit that?
These halfling priests are rigid, aren't they?
Well, life and death are on the line, you know. I would say we expand east, not west. West just has difficult terrain everywhere and everything. We expand east, there's no difficult terrain. We can see where we're going. Not dealing with tree nymphs or boggards.
What's wrong with that?
But we control the water, man.
There's rivers that way too. There's even more debatably.
Yeah, there is.
You're the one that wanted
You
to go
told us we
way.
go this
Yeah,
way.
Well,
this
because
was
you
your
guys wanted to
idea.
Expand that way.
Well, we want.
My opinion
wanted
is
the
we expand
worms.
north.
Deep dark forests must go that way.
You wanted those worms, and the worms are boggy area, wherever.
Right. So who wants to understand the insults of the frog people?
Probably me because I have high diplomacy.
Huh?
Can't add a language.
Yeah.
Not overnight.
He has the diplomacy. That's why I asked you if you could do sign language, because you're going to be doing a whole lot of this, because you're going to understand what they're saying when they say, hey, we're going to, should we kill them? You're going to be like, no, we come in peace. Peace. Aftershave. You know?
No, that means you just gave the slit your neck.
Don't do that. You don't want to do any of
Well,
this.
this is awful close.
Yeah.
This kind of, what's the difference between this and this?
Or maybe that's a greetings for the boggards.
Exactly.
There's certain universal ones you want to stay away from. Don't do that.
No middle
I'm
finger.
Don't
pretty
do the
sure.
middle finger.
Well,
Peace among worlds.
don't stick your pinky out. Apparently, that's bad in some cultures. I don't know.
And if you understand what they're saying, you got this. You have faith in them. You're the new member of our
I do
group.
not have faith.
There is an off chance, though, with how diverse the races are in this game.
for a week now.
Yeah, he's good people.
Yeah.
There's a chance
Good
that
Good cobalt.
the most
Hey, you
universal,
finally figured out what I am.
what we think is universal, right? Like if we wave at them, for example,
That could mean
they may
something
perceive it as a slur or something, and we could be in trouble.
Either way, I would say put on
Okay, what are we?
so I can
What are we doing
five.
here?
We slept, and now you're casting a spell on him so he can understand too.
So are we walking up and doing it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are you going to cast the spell on?
I'll cast Translate on the kobold, and I'll let him understand Boggard.
Okay.
He can understand the meaning of a single language, so he understands Boggard. So if they start talking not Boggard, then you won't be able to
Well,
understand them.
Now, I'm perfectly fine with what you guys are doing.
Mhm.
Per the description, you can understand the meaning of a single language it is hearing or reading when you cast the spell.
Okay, we'll do.
So technically, you'd have to walk up, start talking to him, and then cast the spell at that point. I'm not worried about it.
That would
Okay.
work too.
Okay. Oh, I thought that's meant you could choose hearing or read. Like you could choose to read words, or you could choose like.
You can also do
verbal
that.
words.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can understand the meaning of a language you are hearing or reading when you cast the spell.
Okay, I thought it was you could understand written words, or you could understand verbal words. Okay. I'll just do it as we're walking up, if we can do that. Or
Sure.
Whenever.
Okay, so you guys approach the ruins of the village. You see the slurk outside. It's rooting through the mud and everything, catching bugs and so forth. It hears you approaching and sets out a bunch of croaks. At which point you see the boggart emerge with its weapon out, drawn and ready and defensive. They step out maybe 40, 50 feet or so away from you. And he immediately holds up his hands and croaks out something that sounds sort of like truce, truce.
Okay.
They're more afraid of us than we
So
are.
we
of
all
them.
understand that, or just him?
That's what it sounds like
Oh,
To me, or
Thumbs up.
everybody.
to everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, he seems to be speaking in rough common. At least that
thumbs
word.
up. Yeah, man.
He gets offended by that.
Declaration of war has been made. From the
The
army.
Boggers now attack the halfling nation. They're insulted.
Great
lack
job,
of
halfling.
Fair enough.
That was a waste of a night's sleep.
It's all right.
Well, at least we have someone who can roughly
So,
translate.
anyways, no. He, as you guys approach, he raises his hands and croaks out something that sounds like truce,
Wonderful.
and then waits expectantly.
So we don't have our weapons drawn, so we
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
approach
He
it.
does, but there's only one of him.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
We could try speaking in basic common.
Well, he's supposedly
He spoke.
translated.
He's kind of spoken
He
our
could-
language.
Yeah.
So he's
I speak common, Pyrrhic, and I forgot the other one. It's not common.
Well, he can understand rough common.
Go talk to him.
Okay.
You're gonna step forward to speak to him.
Sure. What's our idea here? Are we trying to figure out why they're here, or
is this his home?
You need to get the lowdown.
What's
why
going
they're
on?
Here, what are they doing here? What their culture is? Are they hostile to our nation? Do they want to become in our nation?
They're part of our nation now. Is that okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
See if they
Maybe just where are we?
be a
What is
kingdom
this
that
place?
does not charge taxes.
And we need to know his favorite color.
Yeah.
Right. But
Please fill out
okay,
these
then
immigration
yeah,
papers.
I will step forward and talk to
Okay.
the
So Fire Kobold steps forward.
fiery kobold.
What's an H1B visa?
Identification.
Let's see.
Sir, do you have your
There we go.
papers?
Okay.
We have this bus outside. Please get on it and be. You're going
Oh.
to be
Lots of typing.
deported.
I will. Yeah, I guess
You
speak
can
in
just
common.
speak if you wish,
Yeah,
since you can't
sure.
speak his language.
Yeah.
He speaks something out. He croaks something out. The rest of you don't understand.
We mean no threat to you either. But, what is your name?
Um, okay, the rest of you hear him croak something out, and you understand the word hungry.
I'll I'll pull out one day's worth of rations and give it to him. Assuming it's a
You
him.
walk up to him and give it to him?
I thought I walked up already.
No,
and I
you're
was
like
talking
in
to
between
him.
the groups.
Oh,
I mean, you're 20, 25 feet away from him.
okay.
I mean, he's still a potentially hostile creature with a mean-looking frog next to him. Unless you specifically want to walk up and shake his hand and pat him on the back and so forth. Give him the thumbs up act of war declaration.
How about the thumbs down, no war declaration? I say, we're a band of adventurers that have begun colonizing this land. We have food for information.
Let's fill out these forms. Respect that.
What your income tax is to you.
Yeah, he seems confused by almost everything you're saying.
Okay.
He obviously does not speak common.
Yeah.
but there's a handful of words here and there that he seems to understand.
Okay. But I show him some of one day's worth of rations.
Well, repeat the word that he said to you back to him.
Num num food? Num num food hungry?
Num num.
The rest of you hear him say, hungry, eat, leave. Mixed in with his words.
Yep, sounds like he took the declaration of war quite well.
Does he want to eat, or does he want us to eat?
Well, that's part of the puzzle.
Does he seem interested in the rations? Like,
yes.
Okay, then
you can see what he's saying.
Yes, but like you said he's still like possibly hostile.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You can read what he is saying.
Yes.
Therefore, you are the one that can understand exactly what he is saying. He's saying this in response to what little he can understand of what you're saying, and you're not giving the rest of the group any information to be able to react.
If you want to read it to us, you could read it to us.
Okay.
What you have to say.
You're talking to the person from Spain who speaks Spanish, and you can understand Spanish, and they're intermixing it with one or two words of English. Okay?
So you gotta let us know.
Okay.
Like, hey, he's saying this.
He's saying he is hungry, but he will eat. I am hungry. If you have food, I will eat it. Otherwise, you will leave me in peace, and I will leave you alone. That's what he's saying.
Let's give him some food.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk up to him assuming he doesn't
attack you.
Yeah, and give him some rations.
Technically, you have to walk up to him first before he attacks you. But yes, you walk up to him. He doesn't seem to attack you.
Okay.
He lowers his weapon. He takes the food. He splits it and gives half of it to the slurk. Okay. The other half he eats.
I give him effectively a day's worth of rations.
Okay.
Tell him we'll be on our way then.
No, we need him to understand this is our land.
I think the dude is hungry.
While he's eating the food, I ask him why it's only him and his little friend here, or is it? Would it be little?
Slark.
Well, he's bigger than the halflings.
Okay, so
bigger than you.
Okay, why are you and your big friend here still? Alone. Right, well, let's just kick him to the inside. Like, speak first. So he's no, like, so have you given him food?
Yeah, he's eating the food.
Yeah. Okay.
He seems friendly about that, but he doesn't speak English, so he doesn't understand the English.
Time to play Pictionary.
He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand.
I'm asking him if like where everybody else is, but like if there's anybody else
Just
here.
ask if he's alone.
Yeah. Maybe point to the other houses and
synonyms, other words that mean the same thing.
What?
Synonyms, other words that mean the same thing or similar. So
why house is empty?
So asking where your neighbors are, like ask where are your friends, where are your family, where's your
why house empty,
or something like that. Because the overall thing is you only know some words.
Point at the huts and says where.
Yeah, do that effectively then.
Do what? You're the one interacting. You wanted to do the interaction, so you get to do the role play aspect.
I don't want. Okay.
You volunteered.
It's a role playing game. You get to role play.
Okay. I point towards the houses and ask where, like gesturing towards him, like
There you go.
where others.
That's good. Keep it simple.
We're making envoy out of him yet.
Your hour's up.
That's this little flames coming out of his mouth that freaked the guy out.
What did he say?
He says the houses they are all empty and abandoned. How should could I like gesture in confusion why? Like,
Sure.
yeah, I gesture in confusion why, like, what? I can't, yeah.
Sounds like they've already built houses for us.
Well, they're mud huts. We kind of prefer hills.
I prefer the
Yeah, you could conceivably with the foundations and things here, you could use it as an advantage if you build another settlement. It would have a start. Basically, you get houses for free or a discount on them if you opt to do that.
Outpoint.
As you guys start surveying the land and saying, well, I could put a supermarket over there and a gas station.
This guy,
You know,
make him secretary.
what do you want to sell?
Whatever here.
Secretary's River.
Well, we can sell people from other countries this swampland.
Yeah.
What?
It's the new Florida.
I mean, we have the hot springs just to the north.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't understand anything of what they're
Yeah.
saying. So,
We put the resort up there and the apartments down here.
Indicate that
Ooh,
Wait,
Disney World, like the South.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
We have the lazy
What did
river
you
going
ask him?
all the way down to our capital.
he didn't ask anything. He said empty. Question mark. No boggers live here any longer. I'm trying to.
Why does he still live here?
Why?
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Why you here? Or maybe why not?
I'm trying
That
to
was-
simplify
Was
my
that the
vocabulary.
response to the why question? Or is
Yes.
that okay.
Yes,
So,
I
so why don't you use the same thing for why again? Since you're trying to figure out more information on the information. you
okay.
gave.
Yeah,
Why they leave?
If you figured out something that works, you
Well-
might as well continue using it.
yeah,
Well,
well, this was the response to your shrug of confusion.
okay.
He responded with the previous message, and you said you responded by shrugging and acting confused. So he clarified.
Why they empty? Why they leave?
I don't know.
I mean, just speaking in broken common doesn't accomplish anything. He doesn't understand the words. I mean, it's all gibberish to him, unless he can understand specific words. So otherwise, you're limited to intent and pantomiming or sign language.
Well, we know that he knows the word leave. He just said that.
Mhm.
So could you say it
Yeah,
as an inquisitive way? Say like leave in terms of like a question mark.
point
or
at
confusion.
point at them.
I have an idea.
You're
We're all-
not there.
Yeah, we are.
We are over
Yeah,
here.
We're trying to help
away.
you.
You're translating to us. We're giving
Yeah.
you suggestions. That's the whole point.
They're
of
staying at a
translating.
safe distance, not to spook the guy.
Yeah.
You've approached him and given him some food. He seems open to talk
Okay.
and negotiation.
Draw stick
So-
figures in the mud.
But this is where the problem with language comes in, and the fact that the cleric was only able to give you half the solution.
Okay.
Guy level up to get more. Hey, you
All
can-
your fault.
Hey, you have the same spell.
doing a
So does every
similar
spellcaster do it?
gesture of not
Primal
like
is different.
confusion but curiosity.
What Primal
like
is then?
Primal does.
why leave?
The rest of the spellcasters.
Like
Oh, Ben does. It's okay. I'll have to cook it.
yeah. I'm trying to simplify this by using gestures.
Okay, then use gestures. Act your character.
I'm trying.
Okay. I mean, every time you act something, he croaks out a diatribe of gibberish to everybody else, and every so often there's a word of comment in there.
Okay, I got an idea.
Figure out his
You tell me what he says.
You could.
I'm going to cautiously approach, and I'm going to try drawing in the ground pictures of houses, and then like a question mark. Why?
You gonna draw pictures of houses?
They're not gonna know what a
That's
question.
not gonna understand anything either.
Okay. He takes a look at it and says,
How did evangelize my blood?
This was sacred ground.
Said houses, yes, lots of houses here. No more buggers.
Can you ask them where the boggers are?
Well, he doesn't understand common. I would have to figure out how I would draw that out.
Do we have a map?
That ain't.
Wait, no.
He doesn't know what a map is.
I'm going to make rough boggard stick figures and draw a circle around them. Like,
okay, so you're drawing some stick figure. I'm not sure exactly what a boggard stick figure would be.
I don't know. Just brief, like little stick figures.
I kind of want to give you a pad of paper and say, go for it. Show me what you're drawing here.
Well, we don't have an image of
And
what
then
this guy looks like.
I would just like draw the stick figures and then circle
Teenage
them.
Mutant Ninja Turtle minus the shell
That's it.
and the mask.
I would just circle them and just sort of
Cartoon.
point at
80s.
the
Like this.
yeah, like
So you draw some stick figures, draw a circle around it, and point at it.
yeah. Try to convey like where, why, where are they going?
What after you imprison us? This is war.
You have built a fence around people.
Your friend isn't very clear. What is he asking?
We need one negotiator, not two.
I mean, he's obviously very much aware that you can understand him.
Yeah.
Okay? He can't understand you, and he functionally doesn't understand why that's the case. Because normally every time you talk to somebody and they can understand you, you can reciprocate and talk back.
Wait, don't you have another one that he could understand common if if a willing creature?
I don't. Craig didn't want to memorize some spell.
You didn't want to memorize another spell.
Correct. My spells are for the safety of the group.
This is the safety of the group. I offered for you to manage it.
So we didn't memorize
You-
2 spells.
Correct.
Didn't.
Do you
Okay.
have another spell slot? Correct.
Or
Luck for
prepared
that.
with a different thing.
All right.
Prepared with a spiritual weapon in case he did violence.
Compared to you.
I'm not the only one who can cast divine spells in this group, okay?
It's not profitable to do that.
We're probably gonna have to come back to this with 2 spells, one so he can understand.
He has to accept the spell though in order to cast it, right?
He does. I mean, and yes, casting a spell that the guy's not expecting could easily be considered a hostile action.
Right.
Okay?
So how would we convince him to? So do sign language
Well,
like, "Hey,
so
I understand you."
Does someone in the group speak Draconic?
I speak Draconic. I can talk to his pet.
So what I'm talking about is, since the toad speaks Draconic, maybe he speaks Draconic also to talk to the toad.
Could be.
Awesome.
Slurk.
All right, I'll ask him in Draconic. Do you speak Draconic?
I don't speak common.
Well, he should be able to answer the question in your language.
Kobolds don't speak Draconic?
No, well.
Not this one.
They
That's
don't.
probably why they expelled him.
They're like, we don't want you here. You don't speak Roman language.
Okay. So the slurk responds favorably.
Draconic. Yes, I am able to understand. Do you have food for me? Yeah, I can give him.
It sort of moves over to you. It like turns towards you, and since you're still a little bit further back drawing the pictures in the mud and everything, it like instead of like moving up to you quickly, instead it sort of flops onto the ground and pushes with its paws or its claws, and then slides on like mud or slime or whatever over to you before it stops, and then sits up next to you.
All right.
It's like an otter.
Yes. I have a lot of rations.
You don't need to give them.
Don't.
Here's 10 days of food.
Feed the slur. Make him big and strong.
Actions and move on.
Yeah, I can give him another day's worth of rations. There. Just
But you do realize you're giving it to the pet, right?
oh, that's the pet.
He is hungry.
Yeah, this is the pet.
is
The pet can speak that language like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were
Yes.
hoping that the guy would understand you
well-
speaking Draconic. That
Okay.
was the whole purpose.
Okay, so we at least the pet. Okay, I'm going to ask the pet.
He said, wait, a bugub? Is that how I pronounce that? A bugub?
He pronounces it more like.
Okay. Ugabub, come back. Do not eat that. We don't know these creatures. That's the.
Yeah, we already.
Bug.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the pet if he can understand Boggard. If you can understand Boggard, then use him as a translator. Boggard, no, what is that? Garum speaks to me, but thinks me non-intelligent.
Is he speaking in Draconic?
Yeah.
Okay, I should be able to. I know I'm not up there with them, but we can hear all of them.
Yeah.
talking, right?
The two of them are speaking back and forth in Draconic.
Okay, it's not showing up.
I was doing a chat because I didn't think anybody could understand it, but I can certainly do that.
Okay, so
Start speaking halfling. I can understand that.
Okay.
He starts speaking Cyclops. He's in trouble because I can understand him.
okay, so I'm going to ask him if like where we are, like where did everyone go basically. We are at home. We have been here for many nights.
He just likes building houses.
Why?
Well, why don't you tell them that we are now in charge of the area?
Where's the rest of the boggarts?
Where's the rest of the Boggards? There's a lot of houses.
This boggart innocent family, something probably.
Yeah, this thing probably ate the rest of them.
It's a serial boggart.
That means the dog's a snitch. for the others removed us from our knot. They didn't like the actions of Garum. What did Garum do? I'll ask him that.
I'll ask who is Garum.
That's his owner.
Okay.
Got it. So he exiled him to the town.
Exile.
Bless you.
Well, sure.
So basically, we just want to know what Garum did then.
And what did Garum do?
He's a mass murderer.
Killed the innocent people that lived in these huts.
I even told you guys I could
Animal sacrifices.
the frog to begin
human
with.
blood, mass killings.
He's gonna give us the full rap sheet.
Late night partying.
They're setting couches on
Registered offender. Garum declared war on Mbotu, but was captured. Sepoko humiliated him, and we ended up here.
So he's exiled.
Who is Mbotu?
Who is Mbotu?
Gives all the drama.
You see, Mbotu is the follower, of course, but did not like other folks.
This is gonna be a Star Wars series.
Mbotu was home before here.
What direction?
What
Let's go what direction
what direction
is
is Mbotu?
This points with his face in a direction.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. At least we know.
Not sure. Have not been there in many nights.
Well, this guy isn't a threat to us, so why don't we
Do
tell
you-
him we're now the loot?
Do you want to ask whose huts were these?
There are other people's.
I think it's their huts. I think they
Yeah.
were at a different, like he declared war on his.
Yeah, but
His
it's only
country.
one guy though. Why would he have multiple huts?
So,
For the
I
different
think-
nights of the week.
Yeah, sometimes it gets steep.
So, I mean, correct me if I'm getting the messages wrong if people reading them, but I'm thinking that there was 2 fish people factions and
Frog.
frog. Okay, whatever they are, amphibian,
Amphibious
amphibian things, and
A reptilian.
I mean, you said something about a destroyed boat, which I'm thinking.
What?
Where'd we get that?
I'm just trying to remember what everyone had said.
I think you're right. There's 2 factions, and the guy declared war on the one faction. So then his boss humiliated him.
Yeah.
And they got exiled here.
Yeah, they call it their knot.
Did you want to ask him about the? Is this his huts or did they take them from somebody else?
My guess is if they're exiled, this is their new home. Alright. Well.
This the other guy. This food is good. Do you have
Yeah.
more? I can share my supplies
Either
with
there's
you.
more.
Offers you suffering me a seat. Where? Where's the seat?
There's a log.
Oh. Sure. I guess I pull out another day's worth of rations.
Okay. He turns and heads inside one of the huts, leaving just the slurk outside.
There's a chance. Run off with the slurk.
Take this.
New champagne.
Okay.
Come on, slurk.
He comes back out a minute or 2 later with a small, crude basket. Sits down cross-legged in front of you, opens up the basket and pulls out what looks like a shell or whatever, filled with grubs and bugs and so forth. Offers it to you.
We go fishing.
You're a cobalt. You eat that stuff.
No.
He holds it out. You shake your head. He takes it. He says, "No, this is good. This is good," and takes a bite out of it. Then offers it to you again.
I mean, you gotta.
For the sake of politeness, you have.
For the love of the game.
I'll
Toast it.
You eat 'em?
yeah, I'll take a bite.
Okay.
Make a fortitude save. Gain 10 poison conditions.
Yeah.
Fortitude save?
Sure. Give me a fortitude save. Meanwhile, anything else you want to do with the slurk?
I think we pretty much got majority of the information we can out of them.
He's now useless to us. Go away, slurk.
I'll just pat him on the head and thank him for his time.
Okay. Come off with a handful of slime, but other than that, he's fine.
Right.
We want to talk. Do you have any more questions for the slurk?
I mean, we can ask how many nights they traveled just to get an approximate.
I don't know. He
Distance.
says many.
Well, yeah, but it's been many days since it left. But maybe the slurk has an idea of how many nights passed, so we get an idea of how far away from here it is.
Sure.
Like
I'll
I
ask
said-
him how many nights did it take him to get here.
That way we have a general ballpark of where it is. Because we've explored everywhere east. Unless they're plains frogs.
I think no matter what, we need to stay here tonight, though.
It seems like
Because we need to build a trust bond with this guy so that we
No, we just move on.
I mean, I have a trust bond with the slurg.
Oh,
We need to move. We need to move on. Tell him we're in charge, and
He seems to have
Come back.
challenges with long-term memory.
You should offer
It
him.
was not a long journey to our new home, but
should
we
offer
have
him what?
been here for several nights.
okay.
Okay, so that just means it's not far away.
Or that's all we remember.
maybe it's where the worm is.
I don't know.
You know, you can ask him that, I guess.
What are the worms called again? Tassel worms?
Yeah.
That's the worm.
I'll ask him if he's seen any tassel worms
That's good.
anywhere nearby.
I'll ask him, has he seen any big snakes?
Big
Big snakes that speak Draconic.
Yeah. Big snakes that speak your language.
Yeah, well, yeah. If the tassel worms speak Draconic,
Oh,
It's a tassel worm.
Red tape. Now.
Yeah. Please, can we have one of your heads?
Wait.
Okay, I'm
Maybe for 4 sheep. Ooh, tassel worms.
they live to the south.
There we go.
Yeah, we know
Thank
that.
Now we really know where they are.
We even
Got
know
him
there
now.
is more.
The halfling, the gnome told us exactly where they are, but now we really definitely know where they are.
Okay.
You have authentic information now.
They happen to have any tattooed heads with them.
This is true.
I'm pretty sure they
Did
have
any
their
of
heads attached.
That's the best lead we got.
Yeah.
The lead we got was we know their exact location.
There's a big pig that
Knew that. Be aware, there's a big mean pig that lives near there. It injured Garum our first night here. Big
Who's that?
tusk gutter.
You
That's,
killed Tusker.
I know, that gives us a rough timeline of when they came here. It injured them their first night here.
Yes, we already killed Tusker.
When I'm saying, when did we kill him?
A long time ago.
How many months ago?
I'm telling the pig is gone. The pig is gone from this
Wait,
place.
where did we kill Tusker?
Unless it's another.
Okay,
pig.
so so just because we killed one big pig,
It's gone.
There is no more big
There's
pigs.
no more big pigs. They're all
I'm just
dead.
saying, that's
It killed the biggest
That's what
pig.
tusk
Their
gutter
whole
is, a big,
empire
mean
collapsed. The centralized authority of the pigs is gone. They can't control them. They just disappeared. They ran off.
Now they're freelance pigs.
Exactly. They're smaller pigs now. Smaller. so-
either way, that does give us a rough timeline of when they arrived here.
Well, if it's the same pig.
If it is. Good, the pig was mean. There have also been large creatures moving in the night recently, but Garum keeps me indoors.
Trolls.
Could be some
Large creatures.
Large creatures.
I don't know. We need to figure out if he wants to become a Vitax kingdom.
I don't. He's exiled from his kingdom, so.
Exactly.
So does he want us to protect him?
Yeah.
In
Does he want to be part of our?
part of our kingdom.
Yeah.
Well,
Start paying tax.
in order to do that, we'd have to speak to Garum because Garum and the Slurk can't understand. Well, the Slurk understands Garum, but Garum can't understand the Slurk.
I think the Slurk is the real mastermind behind this.
I always are.
Obviously.
Always the slurks.
Do we have a map of our own kingdom?
How long does that spell last?
An hour.
Okay.
Do we have a map of our own kingdom by any chance that, like, we just have on paper somewhere?
I mean, you have the Stolen Lands map.
Okay.
You don't have a paper one as such, but
I was gonna say, like, could we give Garum the map?
What's he gonna do with it? Yeah. Just whip out your
Draw the money.
They'll add it to the computer. Just show them on the computer where we are.
GPS up there. Directions up there.
Oh.
Or we can say.
Oh, wait, hang on. Since we are friends now, I ask for peace. You and your friends are powerful and seek only peace. Leave me alone, and I will leave you alone. My pride has been damaged since my exile, and I cannot return home to my home of Batu. Thanks. Ever since I tried to become chieftain and failed. He looks sad.
Power struggle.
Parentheses.
So
Sad.
he's saying that and he's translating.
Mhm.
I got you. We protect you.
Well, that was a slur.
That was the bogger.
Showing
That
the
was
shrinks and
a
stuff like that.
We are going to attack. We are going to kill
We
you.
protect you.
In 1 week time,
protect you.
we burn house.
We burn house.
We
don't-
eat house.
We don't-
We eat slur.
I don't think he knows what the heart thing means. He hasn't heard Taylor Swift.
We protect you. We got you.
I was saying, if we could
Coming
give him a
from a
map, I think
halfling.
he can understand how maps work.
Well, if the king would spring for a map, maybe. Well, that one guy was in our village. We should have got him. The king would have bought a map.
There are many dangerous
Intuition.
things in the forest. Be careful as you travel. Avoid west where Batu is located. So west. That is here.
Target locked.
We don't go.
So we go west.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are the coordinates now?
Ask him what the Batu is, or what
This is his home.
It's a city.
Oh, a city. Don't go west.
We head east.
Well, if we gotta head east, so it makes it look like we're, obeying him, and then
We
we're
gotta
gonna
get this
go
whole area
west.
of maps. We gotta go west. Let's go.
What's this?
I'll tell the slurk we would like to be friends and protect you from the big creatures.
Tax free.
No, tax free. Ever since the creation of this kingdom, we have done tax free. Every
Nah,
single
we took taxes like 2 months and it didn't work.
Oh yeah,
Exactly, by trial and error or tax free.
tax free.
Wait until we have to do more economic things.
We don't need that.
Ooh. Hey,
Welcome to
how
Chase
is
the Good Food
TurboTax
Way.
gonna make
But
it?
Garum is my friend.
All we need is statues.
We have to
everywhere.
have taxes because how is TurboTax gonna make any money? You got to keep the economy. You got to build the economy,
That's hard.
and it's all
farm economy.
it's all computer based. So
Oh, okay.
we got to get You got to have it taxes, then you get TurboTax.
If you wish to stay the night, you are welcome to sleep outside. The village is my area. What little I have. Oh, wait. Is my area what little I have? Yeah. That's what I said.
What time of the day is it?
Well, it's
It's
early
8
morning still.
Oh,
You guys rested last night camping out in the swamp. Memorized your one translate spell and then came in.
okay.
So we need
8 a.m. Tell them we got to move on.
Well,
You
technically,
can't tell him anything because he doesn't
Have we mapped
understand.
this?
Well, tell the
No.
pet.
Yeah, we still have
Tell
to
the
map
slug.
this area.
We gotta go
I
west.
have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there
Oh,
is there a
King.
big piece of bark nearby? Okay.
sure.
Okay. So what I want to do, in best of my ability, and if there's someone better, feel free to speak up. But I want to draw a river with an arrow going down the river with an X at the bottom. For that's where our town is. And give them directions to our town.
He's gonna think that's a treasure map. He's gonna burn down our town.
Well, then he'll ride.
You already tried to take over one.
And then
room.
we can
Invite him.
No, that's
we can
good.
invite him and we can indicate that we're going there.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe there's a Bogger translator book out of town.
Maybe, yeah.
or he goes in there, no one can understand him, and he can't understand them, and they start slapping each other.
I'll tell the Slurk that this is the
the map
travel
of
many
how to
nights.
get there.
Use this to travel many nights to our town where our friends are.
Subjects.
We will make you our counselor.
We need a counselor.
No,
We're going to make the Slurk.
Tell him we have lots of food there.
Yeah, the
The
slurk.
Is that your
The
home?
slurk is the
That
new
is-
counselor.
Seek counsel with our slurk.
He says, "Is that your home?" Question mark. That is too far, too dry, and too cold for me. The other like you will wait, and other like you will treat me as monster. As a monster.
No, we're good people. Good people. We
He
love
still
you.
remembers the Halfling Declaration of War.
We love you. Good people.
Give him a tailor.
Well, he said it's too far away and too dry, though. That's
And
the
too
other.
Hey,
cold.
he was
And too
invited.
I'm gonna ask the Slurk what his name is.
He was invited.
What's the Slurk's name?
Slurk.
It was mainly an indication of we're going there and he's welcome to join us.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I think the frog mentioned his name.
But yes, I shake my head at the question. Is that your home? I confirm that.
Yeah, and you
Not
said
it,
it, so
like
that's why I'm like, yeah, we're good people. Solid.
Just don't go north.
Don't go north. Or west, apparently.
There you go, south or east or
No, we're going
southeast.
south.
Why are we going west?
Because
was
we
not the
tassel
plan. That
worms.
was not the plan.
We want worms.
Okay,
Wow.
so I
Things
will
change.
describe the plan for I think the third time now that we've been out here. Okay, so we went over here to
But
map.
this guy's
it.
scared. Are we gonna help the slur? He said there's big creatures that come out.
It's been resolved. He was exiled.
Oh, okay.
I mean, by how he's saying he was a revolutionary and he failed to revolt.
He said he was trying to become a chieftain.
Yeah.
His name is Ugib. Ubagub.
Oogabab.
Ugabub.
And he said
Ubagub.
not to go west.
Oogabab.
Well, he said that because I mean, look at him. He's just by himself. He has no friends like us.
Okay.
We can take whatever the problem is. It could be the worm.
But what if they have like regeneration and it said deactivate the cold? We can do cold. Which is like how we dealt with the trolls. We couldn't really deal with them.
I got you.
Like we're not prepared.
We are prepared to take down some tassel worms, though.
Are we though?
Are we?
Sure.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
Functionally, I think this is a thing we go back to. We told them where our place is.
maybe preferably we learn we have two
Okay.
spells next time, so we can.
Does that actually consider? Does that map this out for us then?
What?
No, we need to spend time and
Again,
still
here's
map.
the
Spend a
thing,
couple of
he
days
doesn't
and
know what
actually,
the spell is on him. He might not want
Map it.
Mhm.
But this gives you a safe place. Assuming you
Another
guys don't
safe
offend the
haven.
guy or whatever,
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it gives you a safe
It's
place
another
to rest.
safe haven.
So we could spend a few days here and map the place.
Are we
Yeah.
doing that?
Mitbatu
Yeah,
is many days to the west, past the Great Swamp. Oh.
Yeah.
So that's like on the other. Oh, wow,
It's
that's
in the green
far.
area.
No, like you
The
see the big
tan
body
area?
of the water.
Yeah.
It's past that.
Oh, yeah. We ain't
Are
going
the,
way
are
out
the
there.
3 hexes?
Not too far.
Yeah, that is very far.
Which hex is it?
And if you were saying our plate, I'm here to the capital is too far. I mean, you should like figure out how.
You said it was too
geography
dry,
works.
also.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, too dry.
Too
but I mean,
cold.
He
Too
said our
cold,
area
too
was too
dry.
far, but his is like
Not
halfway
nearly
across
as
the
far for
country.
him because he can swim.
I mean, there's a hex right next to us that is also wetlands if he prefers.
Yes, but that's where the tassel worms are.
Nope, right here.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that is right next to where we are. We could.
But he has to go through forest to get there.
Uh,
Too dry.
Too
Yeah.
far.
We
Yeah,
could just
and we-
ride
and
the
we
river
never-
down.
We also haven't explored that
Too
hex
dry.
yet.
There's a
River's
river.
Too
dry.
cold.
Someday he will, whenever he speaks our language.
We just need to come back
Now,
next
once you
time.
find that book of Boggart translating,
He'll feel left out. And not for all the fun.
We need to learn how to translate Boggart before we come back here.
See, in a couple of days, you can come back because somebody will have leveled up, and then you'll be able to have two-way confirmation.
This is true. We'd have to level up 2 times.
We're in for level 3.
I thought it's every odd.
Yes, and we're 3rd, so we have to get to 5th.
Well, darn.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to spend a couple of days and clear this area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this place is mapped. And it is now cleared. And this place counts as a refuge, as well as you can build houses here for free if you settle a location here, given the foundation.
Ryan Holmes.
Yep, Ryan Holmes. Okay, 2 days go by.
That's what I'm trying.
And what would you guys like to do next?
Tassel worms. South.
It is.
Southwest or east?
West.
I think it's down here.
No, that's west, not south.
Aha! For some reason, it always goes west before you go south.
So were Tatzelworms
I mean-
supposed to speak Draconic?
We determined they were like the distant cousins of dragons that
What-
speak very fundamental common, but they're like hostile wild creatures that wouldn't speak it.
What kind of
As in, we're taking their heads.
what kind
This
of
is true.
element do they use?
We can't negotiate with them for their heads.
What do you know about Tatzelworms?
May I take
Like
your
what
answer?
kind of
So I'm getting rid of that translate stuff.
like do they spray poison
Doing
or
the murder spells
acid?
now. Set them on fire.
Okay, so Tatzelworms. Go ahead and give me a Arcana or Nature roll. Your choice.
Nature.
Okay. So several of you have more than enough knowledge of Tatzelworms. Tatzelworms are large lizard-like creatures that look like that.
Looks like a dragon.
Wow.
They do. They are.
They look big.
They're large in terms of creatures, lizards, and everything, but they're considered medium class as far as size. They understand Draconic, but they have only rudimentary speaking capability. Okay. They are stealth hunters that like to live in marshlands and so forth. They have a natural camouflage helping them blend in, so they're sort of like a chameleon. And their main attack or unique ability is to surprise its foe by jumping out and then breathing a gas of toxic fumes to knock them out.
so would that be considered poison? Okay.
And how many tassel worms do we think there are?
How many are we supposed to get?
How much like groups do they live in usually? Like just
How do you know poison?
like a colony.
A colony?
Yeah.
What is their typical favorite meal?
Notes. They resemble human-sized snakes with 2 arms and a dragon head. Their ability to reason is limited. They can't use magic. They're considered cunning and have been known to build rudimentary traps or even lairs. They're not treasure hoarders, however. They don't work well with kobolds, although Tatzelworms find kobolds particularly tasty.
So we said
Then you
We
say
do.
eight?
As the offering.
We can use them as bait.
No. No.
Here's your group initiation.
Tatzelworms tend to hibernate in cold weather. When they feel the winter approaching, they seek out underground lairs or haylofts.
What season is it? Or in game, is it winter?
Calistral.
Calistral. Is that like winter, spring, autumn?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. When confronted, they're more likely to attack than retreat. They sometimes lie in wait on purpose to take advantage of their natural camouflage, etc.
Let's do it.
So,
So
It doesn't say specifically, but I believe they typically have colonies in the order of 6 to 12.
Ooh,
so we need a head.
I think
How many heads?
Well, we
Just
also
one?
have to clear out the
A
area.
head.
that's what I'm thinking.
I am going to prepare a peaceful rest so that the head doesn't decay too much. We gotta make it look presentable.
That's if I don't burn it off.
Just don't burn one of them.
Okay. I'll burn all but one.
Good job.
Okay, so these guys are going to try to set a trap.
Alright, so scouts, roll good. Find out
Yes.
how it works.
Or you go all together.
That's what I was thinking.
Or
Since
that.
we already know they're in this area, there's no reason for us to scout out the area. We just need to find them. We'll scout as a group, and
There's no negotiating with them either,
we
really.
just gotta clear it out.
They have limited negotiation skills, but also you can't negotiate to take one of their heads.
Hey Craig, do you have the runic weapon still? As a spell?
Yeah, I have 2 of those.
Okay, because I also have that as a spell.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah.
You're a sorcerer?
Yes.
Okay.
Blood magic.
How many?
I have
slots do you
four. I have 4 level 1s, but I mostly have attack spells. I have runic weapon as well,
Okay.
so I can cast that on somebody if you want to save yours for heals or blessings or whatever.
I could do 1 or 2 runic weapons, so if you have runic weapons, I can switch one of mine out.
Yeah. If there's something better, go ahead and do that.
Are these things? Does anybody recall knowledge as far as fire on them? Does fire work better or not?
They don't like the cold.
They don't like the cold.
So
So-
probably fire would be not the best,
Okay.
unfortunately.
No, it's fine. I just will use my other sword. That's what I'm saying.
So if I do
I
see,
think fire would still work.
Yeah, I think it would still work. I think it'd just be like cold. Like
Well,
extra to them.
I mean,
they
the,
don't like
the
cold
sword,
climate.
for example, only does an extra point of fire. So worst case, they're resistant to it, so it just works like a normal sword.
Right, but the difference is my second attack is better with my.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's their unarmed.
Alright, so get stuff like Ray of Frost
That,
and
for
stuff like
example.
that, I guess.
I frost as a cantrip.
It has the same bonuses.
Get some cold spells then, I
So-
guess.
Theoretically, the smoking sword should be your primary.
Mhm.
Because it does extra damage, but has the same bonuses to attack. This is if you're punching them.
Okay. So it's virtually the same sword.
Virtually the same thing, the only thing is the smoking sword does an extra point for fire.
Do that. So I'll take 1 runic weapon.
Okay.
so is seeking like checking for traps? You're seeking.
What are you talking about for when you're scouting out in advance? That would be the scouts would spread out and search the area for any hazards or any issues, and then based off of that, if you're the one that finds things, then it would be a matter of perception whether or not you spot the traps and can identify it, or you blunder into it on your own.
No, you put something.
Which
on
we
top of
decided
whatever you
that
want
for
to get rid
this, we're just going to go
of.
as
So
a
take what
group
you want and put it on top
and
of
scout that
whatever you
area
don't
as a
want.
group because we already know that there's.
There you go.
Yeah.
When we're
Discussion.
when we're actually fighting them, if you guys can like group them up, I have really good cone effects.
Just convince them all to stand together tightly.
Yeah.
Like-
Excuse me, gentlemen.
like I have
30-foot line.
We only have like 1 or 2 melee fighters, so battlefield manipulation is not that.
And everybody stand back from them so
Okay.
they can do a
So,
burst.
scouts, go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
I think we were not scouting. I think we're going as a group.
I understand. Yeah, but you guys still are taking the lead as far as locating places. I understand you guys aren't separated as such.
Stealth?
Mhm.
So we're rolling stealth.
So Ben, does your gun have +1 striking on it?
Yes.
Okay.
runic weapon won't affect him.
Yeah. That's why I was making sure.
But it would. It just wouldn't give any benefit.
Yeah.
It would be glowing. It would be
Okay,
shiny.
short leaf is sufficiently terrible. Okay. So
I don't even know because it's still question
You
mark.
old
Well,
nature.
you guys are rolling differently. So
We're rolling on the taskbar of stealth on the for that mod you did. I had to
Right.
manually modify it in the roll, but it keeps defaulting to blind GM roll.
it's supposed to, because you don't necessarily know what your results are.
Okay.
That's the intent. There's an option that says if there's a skill that you typically wouldn't know, such as stealth, you don't necessarily know if you did good or bad, because that would affect what you're doing. I mean, if you say you sneak into a bank to rob it,
No,
the guards are watching. You don't know how good your stealth is. You just know you have a +10,
Well,
so you know what your odds are.
okay.
You listen
Okay,
to the
so-
music. That tells you how well you're doing.
You know, or
It's
then
the
what if you want to
background
use a
music.
hero point on it? In a situation where you're going to a high stakes stealth thing,
That's
not
it.
knowing that you fail or roll bad or whatever, then
Don't get to use your hero point.
yeah, that's my thing, especially since it's more you're not recharging it every game session. But okay, whatever.
So, anyways, you guys move around the terrain, looking around. The place is back to its description real quick. The zone is filled with tiny islands, creating a ford across the section of the Skunk River. You find a section where the river comes fairly slow, and across it there is what looks like a pile of mud. Sort of looks like an oversized beaver dam, stretched out into the center of the area, covering a large portion of the river. The river still flows through without much difficulty, but from those of you who had nature skill, this looks to be where the creatures would be. Okay, that puts you, if I go back to the map, because we used to have that laid out. Switch it here. Okay.
This is 10 map.
This is where you guys are at. The lair or whatever looks to be over here. Assuming that clicks. Which it does not, because I'm on the wrong thing. Looks to be in this area here. So what, if anything, would you like to do?
Where can you flush the area? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I got it, man.
It's in the river.
Okay, so there's trees, down trees here. Could walk on those. Okay.
Yeah, the river here doesn't look to be super deep. It's muddy, and there's about a 5-foot drop on the bank down to the sides, but the river's fairly wide here, and isn't. I mean, it'd be like waist deep for most people.
Okay.
For most
people.
Most people. I mean, well, I guess maybe for this group, half the group. The other half of the group would be pretty deep.
Why don't we move over here to where that fallen tree has fallen into the river?
Seems like a trap.
Look over there.
It does.
If it is.
It's a trap.
And then go from there.
Like weapons out.
Please don't put me in front. I don't want to be even.
You don't want to be even?
No.
Okay.
You're the sacrifice.
So go ahead and take a move. Go wherever you wish.
Was that the area that we plan on going?
I think so.
I mean, the only other way you're going to get there is through the water, going straight across. Which I guess you could do that, but do these creatures swim real well? Probably. He doesn't care. He's just moving anyway. So
I guess so.
that's why I'll go in there.
I'm gonna check for traps as I'm moving.
Oh, these trees are gonna get real annoying.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. They're overhead tiles.
Okay, so
See if
this
I can
tree
take
could definitely be a trap.
And I'm gonna stay by Mara so I can.
Okay, hold on a moment.
All right.
Let me check the tiles and see. These are foreground layer.
Where's my chainsaw?
Cut down the forest real quick.
I can burn it. That'd take a while. Though.
Just do it.
That tree that goes across there could be purposefully weak, so it breaks and you fall in, and then they eat you.
Maybe it's actually one of them.
Yeah, or it's an actual tassel worm disguised.
There's a tree.
Game's dodged.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I can't change it, so we'll just have to deal with the tree.
Got it.
Okay. So go ahead and move wherever you guys are gonna go. Now that it's not paused.
Okay, Mara, I'm going to stay right next to you so I can cast a
You're able to move down.
on you.
Yeah, someone should check
Don't move too
the
far.
tree branch for traps. It just looks like a suspiciously obvious and easy trap.
I can ignite the tree.
Okay. So you guys get to there, and then give me a round of blind perception checks.
Is this to spot any hidden creatures?
Yes. That's precisely what it might be for.
Okay. I'll get bonuses for that.
Right.
Yeah, so hit that.
Hidden creatures
I
are
didn't-
details.
Oh,
Hidden creatures or details?
Yeah, which would naturally be anything.
Isn't that what perception is always used for?
I would agree. But
It's not used for initial blind.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, but all you have to do is right here. It does it automatically for you now.
Which one?
The eye.
The eye. And it's going to immediately do blind?
Yeah.
Yeah, by default. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, yeah, that won't really make much of a difference. Give me a moment. You spot several of them.
Oh,
They're hibernating, so we could just kill them real easy, guys.
there's so many.
Okay, there are several. They look like they're aware of you, and you can see them looking at you. But given the perception check, at least half of you spot most of them because there was like an amazing number of natural 20s.
Great. Wasted them on that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one right there.
Yeah.
On
So think they're sort of coiled up, ready to strike, similar to a rattlesnake, but without the "I'm going to warn you, I'm about to kill you" sort of rattle.
It's just attack.
Which
Okay.
one are we going to attack first? And let's go one at a time.
Yes, we're gonna attack all of them. We're gonna hit them quick. We're gonna hit them fast.
Well,
We're gonna
this
kill them all
one's
at
on the
time.
same island as us here.
Okay. So
So who's
goal
going to
is to-
fireball?
My goal is to stealthily. Okay, never mind that.
Oh, initiative?
as you guys start talking about, well, what are we going to do and what's our plan and everything, they're going to react.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're not talking in Draconic.
Doesn't matter. Let's
So,
roll.
Pickle, you are first to react.
Okay, I'm going to go to the closest one first. Speak now.
At least you
or
can see the ring of the characters under the tree.
So you can just left click on it, and now it's targeted.
Are there any other ones on the
This is
mainland that we
interesting.
identified? Because if they're under the trees, I can't see them.
So
Okay.
let's roll damage.
See what we see.
Yeah. Okay. Takes half damage from that.
Well, it's a group of six.
wanna
of
move?
them. That's pretty normal.
Or do anything else?
I'm fine where I am.
Oh my god, I'm
Okay.
last.
Thick beard.
All right. I am going to hunt the one that's on the little branch bridge over there. Let's see, it's probably going to make me do the thing. Target on prey. Okay. And then I'm going to shoot him.
Yes.
Just target. All right. Going to reload.
Okay.
There we go.
Mara.
I was gonna take a move behind the more southern one. It's on the mainland.
When did they do?
So I take it.
We only need to kill one
So,
or two. We can retreat after we get one.
I
What?
think we're just.
Tetzel Worm head.
Order. Okay.
I need this area. It's in our waterway. It's
Um,
our water system. It's not theirs.
Slay Tetzel Worm, but okay, I just need one
Kill
hole.
all. Kill all.
Kill them all.
Kill them all.
You have a different attitude every single session
I know.
around people.
We're metallic.
Well, sometimes it's like we just want to have peace.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you
Never
move down there for 2 actions, I assume,
Mm-hmm.
and then what?
I'm gonna. Was that like actually two?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just doing. It moves a lot better than it used to. Yeah, I guess it is too. Well, I'm just gonna stay there and raise my bubbler.
Okay. Short leaf.
And we're gonna move up to this. We're gonna target it. It's one
Don't worry,
action.
Craig. I've got your back with
Let's go.
27 hit
One
points.
thing.
Let's go.
Strike it.
We were not very fast.
No.
I'm gonna do a little parry. Can you hit it?
I know as a cleric, I kind of prefer to be at the end of the initiative round.
Yeah. That's probably better. You heal people when they're hurt.
Okay, Bill Perry. Okay, the first of the worms start to move.
Okay, good. That's the far one.
Slithers out across the logs, and goes here.
Mystery person.
Targets whoever this is here, which looks like Pickle.
Sorry, Pickle. I didn't know you were behind me. I wouldn't have left that area. if I
It
could
got
see
lost
you.
in the trees. Okay.
I'm all for
It
I
comes
didn't
up
see-
as it
Oh,
slithers
you
up
can't
over to
see
you.
me.
It rears up at the last moment and belches out a puff of poisonous vapor. Give me a fortitude save.
Second hit the castle then. No, not this one. Like that. And roll.
Okay. It has no effect at this point on you. Silverleaf.
I shall take a step right here.
Okay. Cast your favorite spell.
Yep. Same formula. Bam. And that's my turn.
Okay. The snake over here that has seen better days is going to target Shortleaf. It's going to start by clawing you,
Oh,
missing. Claws a second time, hitting by 1, which will do 8 points of damage to you. And then, if it had been, okay, then it breathes gas into your face. Give me a fortitude save. Okay. You don't have to worry about it either. Well then. Okay. The one right here slithers up over to here. It's going to go for the little tasty kobold because tatzelworms have a fondness for kobold flesh. Attempts to claw you, missing by 1, and then give me a fortitude save.
And I'm getting knocked out for whole combat. Yep.
Okay, so you fail the poison save, and that. Oh, actually, the Pickle was sickened because he just succeeded. Ben, you take 5 points of poison damage and are enfeebled.
Enfeebled, dude.
Negative strength.
And that,
Okay.
Not that bad.
Minus if you hover over it, you can see it.
This is where I needed that extra mod that does all this automatically. Okay.
Why doesn't resist energy have a poison option? To resist poison.
Oh no.
Moves over here to shoot the gun, to attack the gunslinger.
I was gonna say, it knows how to use guns now?
Yes. It misses you with its claw, and then give me a fortitude save.
Alright. Fortitude.
It's right there. Yep.
Okay, you're fine. Casimir.
Okay.
It's one right in front of us.
Cast spiritual weapon.
Yep.
There's a dude right next to you.
Yeah, and then I can hit him with the spiritual weapon.
Why do you have a sword?
Oh, that's what I'm.
That's a good question.
Spiritual weapon does more damage. And attack that guy. Do slashing.
Give me a moment. There you go. Now I removed the tree layer.
Ah,
Now you can actually see things.
It's dark. Okay.
Yeah.
Night.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, give it a second to load it.
For some reason, they put it in as a full map layer, which rather than a tile. Okay, so yeah, you hit them. Whichever one you targeted.
The one right in front of me.
Sure. Okay.
And then I'll raise my shield.
Raise your shield. Okay. Okay, the next lizard. Comes over to here. Goes for Craig. Takes a claw strike at you, missing, and then give me a fortitude save. Okay, you are sickened.
Darn.
And then we have another worm. Everybody's being attacked by something. So I guess it goes here.
No.
Yeah.
You're cool.
Yeah, he's gonna go here actually.
You're its natural prey.
And takes a claw at you. Hitting a critical hit for 22 points.
I'm down.
good gosh.
And now it may
Thank you,
actually
Dad.
try to eat him.
Where are you going?
You are its natural enemy.
Where are you going? You have to make a roll here in a second.
Why?
Because
I'm
I'm right next.
Oh, Kirak.
Yeah.
So
Okay, roll a flat check.
if you just press the you did not do the right thing, but
That's fine.
okay,
Failed.
you failed. So
So there's a automation for it.
just left click the tombstone to increase it. Let the number, I mean.
Right. I think if you click the tombstone itself, it makes the recovery
It
roll.
does. That's automatically do it.
Right.
But
Okay, so Kirak immediately goes down. Needs assistance. Pickle.
Going to hit the two of them with a electric arc. Damage. Where am I? Okay.
Both fail.
And I'm gonna move.
That's one action
so in that case, we'll get that on your turn, but it'll be a draw, which is a free action you can ban there.
Big beard.
Alright.
And it should make
So I
it should
have no
use
reason to
and
be
prompt it.
this close to my enemies. So
Well, come over as a group. So
Nope. Spread out. Complete chaos.
move to the south, east, or the east.
I am going to move. I want to get over here, but I want to not fall off the cliff. I want to. It's not letting me go like around.
If
What?
you set up, there's a thing down here for
Press X. And it'll
X.
put a mark. A
Okay.
waypoint.
So I would go here. Press.
I thought there was another thing that was helping us guide you along.
It does, but the wall's not completely
Okay,
there.
so I think this would do it.
Okay. So you're running away from the group.
Going over here.
Okay. Was that 2 or 3 actions?
It was all one color, so
It's all the same
There's
color.
little
right?
dots now.
I covered all that at the beginning.
You have to pay attention to the
well, it did show 5 2.
50. It was probably free.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
Okay, well,
it's three.
three
Okay,
actions.
Mara. I mean, it puts the icons directly over where your mouse is.
Shows you.
Yeah.
So Mara's gonna take a step up on the other side and flank it,
Flank the thing. Okay.
and then she's going to target it
Okay.
and strike it. Oh, do I check my little box enable ability use?
Yeah, you get flat-footed. Or it's off guard now, I guess. Okay, you hit it.
Okay. And just regular damage.
Yep. Okay, takes 15 points. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take I hate to let you lose flank, but I guess I'll raise my shield.
Okay.
The buckler.
Short leaf.
So I click this.
Yep.
That's one action.
Well,
Okay.
that was free because it's being in there. If you press it again to apply it, and that will take an action. So
Press that.
Yep. The same thing you just pressed. Yep.
So that's one action.
Okay.
Then-
Maybe press the eyeball.
Huh?
No, just an automated.
Is it what?
So I'll follow him on the work here. Facebook.
I would have thought it did that.
Something on your inventory.
So you're putting it on your weapon.
Okay. That does it. Just remind me to take it off the beginning of the month. We're 10 rounds.
Okay. So that's one action. I'm gonna target him. And then I'm gonna hit him.
Miss. Third action.
Third action, I'm gonna go ahead and target him. And he's still targeted, so I'm gonna swing again.
That one hit him.
Regular?
Yep. Okay. Takes a bunch of damage. He goes down.
That's my third action.
Okay. Next tassel worm. Okay. You guys see blood splats from him?
No.
No.
Okay, so it's all hiding it again. Something on the other thing is making the whole module hidden. What's measuring? This one goes for the cleric. Claws at you, hits a whatever it is for 4 points or 7 points. I mean,
I take the 4 points.
so you take the 4 points. And then attempts to grab you.
I mean, you used to with electric cards. So.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
22. Okay. That makes you grabbed. Okay. Silverleaf.
I'm reading.
You click on that one.
I shall escape.
Okay. And that did not work.
So then I will. I need a minute.
Okay, yeah.
It's fine. I'll just whatever.
I'm saying whatever what I'm trying to figure out what you're thinking.
I had a plan beforehand,
Okay,
and it changes right before your turn.
I understand that.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and cast a spell and lose it. It's not automatically rolling the save.
Well, roll the healing first, but let's see. I don't know if it's automatically rolling or not. Okay, I assume you're trying to heal him, so now just roll the flat check of 5.
Failure. It's gone.
Okay, so he tries to heal Kirok, it doesn't work.
It's my turn.
Okay, this one here goes for the cleric. Claws at you, missing. Takes a bite at you, hits by 6 for. You want to use your damage of 11. Do you want to use your shield block?
So
Bless you.
damage of 11, it's half. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use it.
Okay. So block, damage. Yes.
So your shield.
Yeah, your shield absorbed 5 with 6 going through.
Okay.
Your shield should have taken 5 or 6 points.
Okay, so I took 6 and it took 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a claw, a jaw, and then it tries to grab you.
Okay.
Gets a 23.
Against my fortitude DC?
Your reflex.
Reflex DC?
Yeah.
So that's a failure. Or wait, you got a 23?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You have a 13 reflex.
Okay, so that's a grab.
Okay. Okay. Let's move over here.
So it got a 30. It got a 33 on its athletics.
No, it got a 23.
Then doesn't have that a
It's
minus
10
10.
plus your bonus.
doesn't it have a
Either
minus
way, I
10
split
on
one
its
off from
because it rolled a 23 on its athletics check, right?
That's right. It would have been a separate attack, so that would have been a minus 10. So yeah, it would have been a 13, which was 3. So that would not have grabbed you.
Yeah.
Okay, solid.
Would have that affected mine also, potentially?
Let me go back and check. And if we go back to the other grab, against Silverleaf, it had made one attack, so it would have been minus 5, which would have 17 instead of 22.
Fail then.
Fail. Okay, so you were not grabbed, which means then Ben received 28 points of healing.
I would have also moved to one.
Okay. And you are not grabbed. It is not grabbed. And then you wanted to move?
Yeah.
Go for it. Assuming you can.
I think so.
Okay, so back to where we were. The other Tatzelworm runs along the river edge to go for Pinkbeard. Takes a claw attack at him. Hitting a 28 for 10 points. Casimir.
Okay, so it's. I want to see where these two Tatzelworms are in the initiative order. I'm just trying to find. So.
There's one that's like the one I performed.
Yeah, I know
right
there's
next
two. I'm
to
just
me.
trying to find out where they are in initiative order.
Let's come back.
In token.
The two next to me.
I think it highlights them.
Oh,
Yeah, they have a slight yellow, white on the top.
Okay.
So the other two are going right after you.
Okay.
One's fried, the other one's mad.
So, since they're hungry for the kobold, I'm going to cast. Where's my cast? There we go.
What are you going to cast?
Let me cast. I would like to cast Sanctuary on the kobold
Sanctuary.
since they keep going after him.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm going to cast that on the kobold. So, to pull that up.
And I make a will check every time they want to attack them.
Yeah, and if target uses a hostile action, it ends.
Right.
And then go ahead and raise my
And
shield.
success, it can still attack you. A failure, it's done.
Yeah, and then I'm going to raise my shield again.
Okay.
I figure at least give you another turn because there's two moving.
Okay.
Maybe.
The one next to you, for Casimir, goes ahead and tries to hit you.
Yep.
Claws a 29
Okay.
for 11.
Okay.
Do you want to use your shield block again?
And so that would be the same thing. 6 would go through.
Yep. That'll break your shield, but not destroy it.
No, I'll just take it.
Okay. And then it claws a second time, hitting 25. And that's 12 points. I assume you just want to take it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't a Sanctuary drag and drop condition on?
Yeah. And then it tries to bite you with its last attack, which misses.
And my screen went black.
Just recharge it.
Yeah. Okay. The other one, chewing on Kirok, or attempts to chew on Kirok. First, it makes a will save. And gets a 17. I don't know what your DC is.
DC, where is that on the... I don't think that's on here, so I have to go on
It's
my
on-
character sheet.
It is.
Where is it?
It should be. Class. Thought it was an 18, but
I mean, I can find it. I was just seeing if I could.
yeah, I'm curious if it would be anywhere on there.
I don't think it is.
Mine's an 18, so yeah, it failed. So you can't attack him for the rest of the turn.
Okay. So it loses its action. Its second action. It'll go over here, and then attack shortleaf. Critical miss. Kirok.
Okay, so I'm still prone.
Mm-hmm.
Have we figured out if these have attack for opportunity or not?
I don't think they do.
I ran away from one when it was right next to me, and it didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
They don't attack me.
Go ahead and stand up.
Is that an action?
Yes, it is an action.
Yeah.
Well, you get rid of your condition.
All you do is drop prone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Prone's gone.
Yeah.
Just takes
Okay.
a second.
Feeble's in too.
Nope, that was an action, so I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm already forgetting about poison. Those that were poisoned. Who was poisoned?
Just bad.
I
Yeah,
was sickened.
I was.
Right. The sicken stays. That's an ongoing effect.
I
Yep.
failed. I think I failed. I don't
Right.
think I critically
You had
failed.
you had failed the poison, and that was okay.
2d6.
This is your first round afterwards because they took you out.
Yes.
Otherwise, right? Okay, so you go ahead and do whatever else you want, and then you get the effects.
Okay. I guess I'll get. I can't heal you, Craig.
That's fine. Do whatever you want to do. If you attack things, the spell ends. So
Yeah.
it's up to you.
So I'm going to move.
That's fine. Actually, it doesn't matter on the poison. It's all one effect, one round. This one doesn't have
I'll
any
move over
effects.
here.
Okay.
Showing no attacks of opportunity.
No attacks of opportunity. You can go that far. Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's two actions or one.
That stand up, move, 2 actions used. Then I'm going to use elemental toss on
Mara.
on that one that I have target. The one to the west of Craig.
Oh.
See if I hit him. Nope. So.
Okay.
No more sanctuary, and that's
And
my
what's
focus
that?
point.
That elemental blood magic. Does that affect you?
No.
I don't know what that effect is.
That's if I want the intimidation buff
Oh, okay.
instead of the extra damage.
Okay. So it doesn't affect anybody. Okay. Pickle.
I'm gonna move one. Is that one or two? That's like two, right? That is that.
Yeah, it's showing 2 actions, but it's only. Wait. Go back to where you were. Just drag off. Okay. Now drag there. Okay. Now drag there.
I'm not sure what that other movement is. That's
Says 5 feet.
Yeah, it's like.
not worried about it. Don't worry about it. That's one
So
move.
that's.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it's confused about.
Then I'm going to do.
Maybe it's tracking the previous round.
That's what I'm thinking.
I didn't know it was last. Be awesome. Be awesome.
Okay, so you take a move over there, and what do you want to do?
Looking at something. Oh, okay. Let's see what I'm doing. What else am I doing? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna target that one and that one, and do a blazing bolt.
How many actions are we spending?
2.
So click the bottom one.
Attack. Didn't do anything.
Did it roll?
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
No, nothing's rolled.
Okay, I clicked on it. Okay, there it is.
So,
First one misses.
so then just hit attack.
Second one misses.
Stop copy pasting.
Okay. So we go to Pinkbeard.
All right. So this one right in front of me, I'm going to activate my stag helm, which means that he is now off guard. Then I'm going to now hunt him as well. Yep. And then I'm going to shoot him.
Are you going to apply the hunted thing?
It should say, let's see, targets your hunted prey.
You can't throw the off guard on them.
I have the off guard on
Okay.
it.
It says it's check
Yeah,
mark.
she has a
Yes,
check
it's
mark
right.
on the hunted.
Okay.
There's
That's
no-
previously there was a buff that's marked it as his hunted prey.
Well,
I don't know.
that's how I've been doing
Hunt
it.
prey. Are you sure you want to use hunt prey? Yes. No target selected. So let me target the thing, and then click your hunt prey item, and you click yes, and now you and it have a buff that says this is your hunted prey. You had done it previously.
Oh, I gotta go here. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. I just kept clicking the sword and target it. So the last few times I've been doing that, it hasn't been hunted. All right. The last few
Now, all this is doing, I believe, and we can verify it by making your attack without checking that other piece. I think all this is doing is just marking it as your hunted prey. You still have to turn on the other thing that does the
Yes.
extra damage, but try it without that, and then we can add the other damage if it matters.
All right. So then I'm going to shoot.
Okay. So you missed.
Dang.
Roll the damage anyways, just so we see what the damage is. Okay, so 2d8 plus 1d8. Is that due to your hunted? Your hunted does an extra d8?
It should.
Yeah.
Yes.
2d8 plus a d8 for the
And you
precision.
don't have it toggled on, correct? On the combat then?
Well, it is
Toggle it off.
toggle it off and do the same thing.
Yes, roll the damage again.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't apply.
It does not. Okay, so all that hunt prey is you target something, you click that, and it puts the marker on it, so we know who your hunted prey is as they move around.
Okay.
But you still got to toggle it like the rogue off guard ability,
Yeah.
so that you actually get the extra damage. But regardless, in this case, you miss the target. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Okay, so that was.
That was 3 actions.
That was 3 actions. So Mara, what would you like to do?
Well, I was going to run over to the cleric. Give him
You just move through a worm.
Well,
I guess.
You could have gone around.
Yeah, you could go there. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay.
Give him a healing potion.
You're gonna hand him one, or
I've got it on my bandolier.
are you handing it to him to use later, or are you just splashing a healing potion on him?
Can I slap a healing potion on you?
You could do whatever, but I'm holding the sword and the shield at the moment.
Handing him a potion is not gonna really do much. It's gonna fall to the ground.
Okay. So it's not gonna healing potion's not gonna do you any good.
You can put the healing potion on him. You can spray him with the potion. Is the point?
Okay.
Like holy water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just throw it on you.
Yeah. You just target him and then use it.
So click up, left click on me,
Yeah.
and then use. I click that, and then scroll down, and then use.
Okay. So Casimir, apply healing, 16 points. Okay. You have one action left.
I really don't like staying there, so I'm gonna like disappear.
Back where you live.
I'm gonna take off. So, gonna move.
I'll move with the bird. So that's one. Is that one there?
Yeah, no.
It's strange it's pathfinding directly through her.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Can
That's 15 right to there. How far can you move? 25?
I'm gonna move right there.
Okay. Shortly. Got him. Okay, takes 8 points. Miss. Dual parry. Okay. The worm over here that's currently separated. He's going to come over here. Go for Silverleaf. Try to bite you. Hitting a 21 with 13. And then claw at you. Hitting a 20. Silverleaf.
How did you fix your screen? There was blood. I refreshed like you told me to.
F5.
F5.
Right here.
Okay. Leaving the druid and the sorcerer in the front.
Absolutely. Someone's gotta play the front line. And I guess I'm gonna heal myself.
Okay.
Not prefer it being the deal. That's what it is.
You won't want to make healing potions.
No. Mine are rechargeable. Healing potions are not.
You can refill them.
Oh, well, I guess I'm guessing level 1 heal. Not maybe press that. But
Okay.
I'm done with that.
Okay, 14 points.
No.
No. Okay, I'll reverse it. It's fine. If you want to do it. Okay. The tassel worm over by the cleric. Gonna chew on the cleric. Takes a bite. Hits a 13. He claws. Critical hit with a 26. That's going to do 18 points. Do you want to shield block?
No.
No. Okay.
Let's go on. So
And then claws again. Hitting a 17. Okay. The other worm over by Pigbeard. He's going to start by attempting to grab you. Grabbing a 17. Do you have a +7 reflex save or better?
Reflex.
Or at +8 better or better?
Reflex. Where's reflex?
It would be right there on the taskbar. You have a plus.
Yeah.
+9.
You have a +9.
Okay, so he misses you with the grab. Then he claws at you. Okay, yeah. Then he claws at you, hitting a 24
So hit.
for 8 points. And claws again, hitting a 20 for 7 points. Casimir,
I'm drawing the aggro.
you are definitely drawing the aggro.
Okay.
So
We prevented them from having the kobold meal.
this is good.
You are
Thank
more
you.
graced.
This is
Very
good.
good more.
I accept this.
You accept your fate.
I do. I'll do a level 2 heal on myself
Okay.
for 2 actions.
They counter spell.
Lover's living. Healing. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you cancel the cast or apply the healing. So I'm not overwhelming the system with that. And then what else did you want to do?
I'm gonna raise my shield again.
Okay.
I think that's what's keeping me alive.
That's helping. Okay. That's where right next to you, right behind you. Goes ahead and it's going to attempt to grab you. 27. Do you have a 18 reflex save?
No.
Okay. So you are both grabbed.
Can't believe it, right?
No.
Oh, he's gonna.
Okay. Then it breathes poison into you. Give me a fortitude save. Okay. That is going to do 9 points of poison and enfeeble you.
Man, you might get full circle.
And then he's going to claw you. Which only hits 10.
Grace of Steve.
Keep saying it says target has steel shield, and I keep thinking they have an ability called steel shield.
They're gonna raise their shields.
They raise their shield. They steal it.
They're gonna
Give
get
me
me.
their shield. Okay, the other one down here next to Shortleaf is going to strike at Shortleaf. It's going to start off by attempting to grab you. A 25, so you need a 16 reflex.
I don't think that's possible at this level.
Probably not. Okay, give me a fortitude save then.
Fortitude.
I believe we do it for fortitude.
$16. Okay. So you are going to take the poison effect, which is going to do 8 points of poison. It's also going to enfeeble you. And then it claws.
It will calculate automatically, but basically lowers your strength.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah.
you can have a -1 to hit and -1 damage.
Attempts to claw you, but misses. Kirok.
Okay. So, I am going to do something I hope that will be effective. I'm going to
Be
do
big.
that. Going to do 3 actions.
Let our spellcasters have one of the most effective level 2 spells.
Exactly.
Wait, did that set to 2/3 actions?
Yes, because
It's a-
2 or 3 actions does extra damage.
Okay. So just roll 3 times against 3 different targets.
Well, let's look at the detail of the spell. If you're asking me, it's 2 or more creatures.
You target.
Yes,
so what you
I've
want to do-
I've
so-
never done that kind of stuff in
yes,
the system
so
for attacking.
I'm trying to
targets.
describe it to you. So you want to do one at a time, target one creature at a time, and roll
Okay.
the attack roll. That would be the easiest,
I'll
just
start-
so we know directly.
I'll start with the one in the south.
It does 46 fire damage.
Good gosh.
Absolutely, it's a crazy level 2 spell.
And
It's so good.
since this is a level 2 spell, I get 2 bonus fire damage on every single attack because of my
But we're
bonus.
sure it'll be applied in that. So, target the creature, roll the attack.
Mine
You hit him.
Yeah, it can
Roll the
miss,
damage.
but yeah.
Okay, yes, it is applying it.
Okay, so the first one takes 20 points of fire. Select a new target,
Okay.
roll the attack again.
Rinse and repeat.
That one also hit.
Okay.
There you go.
This one the most.
12.
And then one more target.
That's a pretty powerful spell.
Or should
Okay. And that one
He
missed.
did 3 actions, so I mean, it burns your
this
whole
one?
action.
Whole action and a spell that's
Yeah.
one time a day.
Yeah, it's one. It's a one.
But yeah, it's a pretty powerful spell for what you get.
Yeah, if you're looking for a level 2 DPS spell, that's
Especially
your
since
usual.
he gets
Wow.
2 extra points of fire from since he's fire focused.
Killing them.
So,
Yes.
okay. Pickle.
I hit the one in the south very hard, so it's not feeling good.
Right. Not feeling good at all.
I'm gonna
A couple of
target
them are
that
not feeling
one
good.
and cast sudden bolt on
So roll damage. Okay. Whichever one that is, rolled terrible, takes a lot of damage. So that one gets evaporated by lightning.
That's also a really good spell.
That's a pretty powerful. That's surprisingly powerful for level 2.
Yeah.
4d12.
I mean, it's as much as a lightning bolt, and it's one target. It's good.
That's a pretty darn good spell. You got one action left.
it. Let's see. What are you can spend a single
Because
action retching an attempt to
The
recover.
whole front line
something.
Yes,
left.
make 40
They
save.
attack spellcasters.
42, so the castle.
I prefer more of the support passive abilities instead of the DPS.
Roll.
Okay.
And what does that tell me?
Your sickened is gone.
Okay.
Okay. Pink beard.
All right. I am going to reload for starters. And then
Takes your bullet.
I'm going to now shoot him. I believe since he's already hunted, I don't gotta. Oh, yeah, I still gotta check mark targets, hunted prey, and then shoot him.
Hit him.
Alright.
18 points.
And then reload.
Okay. So that takes us to Mara.
So I'm gonna hit the one that's next to the cleric.
Okay.
Make sure you turn off your sneak attack.
Okay.
Actually, you get sneak attack because
I
he's
do.
off guard.
Yeah, because he has you.
Oh, so he's off guard himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as whenever you grab things, the grabber
Oh, it
and
makes-
the target are both grabbed.
Oh,
Okay.
So I get
Damage?
I get critical.
So
No, not critical, just
So-
regular.
Wasn't for this.
So you just hit damage.
Yeah, I'd be shooting at these guys over here from over there, but currently having to slowly fight this dude to the death.
Short leaf.
That
He
was-
still has
Oh.
more actions.
Yeah.
Okay. Mara.
So I try to hit it again.
That's a critical hit.
now you get to use your critical.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to roll then.
Okay. Third action.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Who's getting aggressive?
That one missed.
Oh.
Now short leaf. Critical miss.
All right. Try again.
Regular miss. You've improved.
Alrighty.
Maybe we need a new fighter.
No.
You just about needed a new sorcerer after your first round of combat.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
You're too far up.
You are a sorcerer. Stay back.
I was behind everybody, but then everybody moved off to the side.
That's what they tend to do
and I
with
was
the new
last.
player. With the new character, they always let him go first.
Hey, that's nice and honored.
Plus your
Right.
Yours-
Okay, the tassel worm down here in the south with no viable targets chooses to go for kobold eating meat again.
Yeah.
Steps up, takes a bite. It's 15 and a 19. The 19 will hit you for 8 points.
Okay.
Silverleaf,
You're a flaming hot Cheeto.
We have a turn.
you do. You're not even grab this time.
Is this a viable square I can stand on?
Not really.
Okay. I was going to give you luck. Sorry. Well, instead, then I will.
You can go the other way.
No, thank you. I will sustain my spell.
Okay.
So I get Craig in the mix.
That's right.
And then I'm going to go ahead and overheal the fighter.
Okay.
Because,
Why not?
Thank you.
Okay. So you don't use your guild push.
That's right. You don't even give him the
Okay,
temptation.
one more turn. I might be able to finish off.
He's got a paper
off
cut.
all
You
three.
might want to use a potion.
Almost max roll the
As
heal
long as
too.
I survive this next turn, I
Okay,
can probably
I'll let you
kill
apply
this
the
one.
healing.
I can't apply it on his. Less well.
Try it.
I have inject damage to previous message and merge with previous damage message.
So it doesn't say apply healing on that?
Yeah, not for him.
Okay.
I can do it for if I heal myself.
Had I
Okay.
managed to kill
Probably
him
because
last
it's limited
time, I
rather
would have
than
been shooting at
observer.
these other
Either way.
guys at this point.
You have
Okay.
burst.
The Tatzel Worm over here
Okay.
goes for
Not
Mr.
effective.
Pinkbeard.
Yep.
Oh,
It's going to attempt to grab you. Hits a 13, which is not going to grab you.
No.
So instead it just tries to bite you. Hits a 29
That hits.
for 12 points.
Hmm.
And claws you, hitting a 22 for 9 points. That's going to knock
Yep.
you down.
you are really far.
Yes.
It's close to dead.
Doesn't matter
are
when
you.
you're already down.
Yeah, I know,
You're
but
dead.
Casimir,
And we're
like a long way away to help you.
yeah.
well, I'm a ranger. What was I supposed to do? Fight close quarters?
That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What difference does it? Yeah.
If you were doing it our way already, you might as well just stick with the group.
This is true. I can go to dying 5. It's fine.
Okay. See how fast we can get to the dying 5.
So
Yeah, well,
I mean,
it takes is one round.
Yeah.
it's
It's a matter-
your
you know,
action, and then it's 3
Shoot 'em at
attacks.
30 feet or 100.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference as long as you hit.
So I'm going to try to get sick.
Okay.
What does if they can swarm me? in
Why
a
don't you get
certain
sick,
way?
man?
Well, if you
Okay.
stay with the
So the
group,
good news
there's
is your
less of
sick
a
engine is
chance
now
you're
gone.
gonna get
Yeah.
hit.
Yay.
And then I'm going
Second
to
down.
try and kill this guy.
If they
Especially
have,
since you were doing close combat anyway.
You hit him.
Well, I didn't think he was gonna follow me.
well, how long have you played this game? How long is
I thought they would all
Sean
start
been a-
swarming the cobalt.
Okay, do 9 points. You take out that one.
Let's go.
Okay, that's going to release you from being grabbed.
Yeah.
Grabs you after death.
Man,
Death grab.
For always at a distance, just fine.
And then I'm going to help out help out the rogue.
Okay.
Reject your
That's
flank.
And that's yours for 3?
Yeah.
Okay, your enfeebled is gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, rogue gets a lot better damage on.
That Tatzel Worm that's grabbing, first off, releases the grab. Okay. Then, it steps back and goes for the cleric.
So it
Very
did pop up the
good
message, but in this case it just did the 5 footsteps. You won't be able to do it, but that's what the message looks like. Well,
I said I clicked now, but sorry.
okay. I was trying to show what the message looks like.
No training for the halfling. Anyways, so free to release, 1 to step, then it
in
bites
this case,
you,
It was a 5 foot step, but for example,
misses,
if it
and
was
claws
square,
critically missing.
That was saying if you
Pure
want
arc.
to use your reactionary
Okay,
strike.
I am going to cast
He cleared it
Ignite
before I had to show
in
him.
melee range of
It
the
does pop up.
Knight in melee range.
Ignite
Ignite.
Pops up over here.
in melee range of the
Doesn't
that's
matter.
the one right next. Well, it increases the damage.
Okay.
Ignite melee,
Okay.
so I just attack.
See, you're a melee fighter.
Yeah.
There we go.
You even hit him.
Yeah,
This should.
you were down
Okay,
from
for some reason it doesn't have much.
True.
Oh wait, no, it's only on spells that affects it. Okay, that's good to know.
Was it F1?
10 points. Takes him out.
Yay! I burned that one alive. That's what you get.
Man, we can't get.
That's all I'm doing.
Pickle.
the first one.
Pickle went
Just use
line.
sword.
Yeah. Nah, I figure we.
They're all being incinerated and lightning blasted and things like that.
You're welcome. I'm helping.
The first
The
one
heads are not going to be very viable.
The one
first one was killed by martial means.
The one I
Which
just
doesn't
killed.
necessarily mean the head is viable.
It's fine.
I just killed one with a sword.
Okay.
Pickle.
Pickle
Pickles.
doesn't have a screen.
He's loading.
Loading.
Screen.
And I get
Pickles and
fireball.
pickles.
That plus 3 damage will be really effective because it'll be plus 3 against all targets.
Picking up Sanctuary now.
You're picking up Sanctuary?
See?
Just cast it on yourself?
See, so good.
No, I don't do offensive actions.
See, Sanctuary is good.
Sanctuary.
Now that I know what it does,
We
it's
just have
good.
the one here.
Sanctuary's always been like that. It's just the problem is they tend to make half the will saves,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're just getting beat up.
I thought it was like a bonus or something, but I was thinking of like a cantrip or something. But no, it's good.
Bless,
Okay.
Sanctuary, heal spells.
Yeah.
And the group's going to be very durable. Maybe not Jason. But you got those healing potions.
Once you guys
Well,
take
that's
out
the
all
thing,
the
we
ones
should
over
all
there, the
focus
one
on
over
one
near
person.
me,
We have to
one attack,
we get going?
death pro.
Yeah, he's getting back into it.
If we all spread out and take lots of damage throughout the thing, it doesn't work out.
Perfect.
C.
It's true.
Hit the,
Had I
hit
not
the key
missed that
C.
one attack, this dude would have been dead.
Hit the letter C.
Yeah, but you did. See.
Fresh out of television.
Yeah, he's gonna everything back up.
Let's see.
So there's one guy over here.
Thunder strike. I was gonna hit this. See if I can get picked to get Pink Beard out of his jam. Just because you're a ranger doesn't mean you have to run off and try.
You're 95 feet. So
Well, the first half of his name is ranged.
Ranger.
Short range.
Now, that'd be one of the halflings.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, that's one of the names. Short range.
No, I hit the wrong one.
Close.
How do I get back?
Well, click the right one.
Hit the right?
Short range leaf.
Short leaf
And
range.
go back to here.
Yeah, short leaf range.
one? Where?
To here, the chat,
Okay, gotcha.
and then go down, and then hit roll damage on the thunder strike. The thunder sphere. That was a misclick.
I mean, they both have the name Thunder.
Okay.
That's like
So
the
you're going to do is 4 points.
Oh,
He takes full damage.
Okay.
He takes 4 points. That's not enough to save the gunslinger.
Gosh,
You got 1 action left.
he's got to have like a tiny sliver of health.
sorry, my black.
I'll pass.
Okay. Pinkbeard. Now, before you do anything, the way you do this is on your little dashboard at the bottom, there's a little tombstone. You click the tombstone.
Click the tombstone.
There you go. You succeeded.
All right.
So now you can decrease it by 1 and move it to 0.
Right click on the number.
Right.
Because
Right.
the arrows, for some reason, do not indicate
They
anything.
indicate-
They don't indicate anything. It's left and right click to increase. To
Okay.
decrease.
Like that?
Well, except you added a 2nd level of wounded.
Oh.
And now you've added a 3rd level of wounded.
You got worse.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get up to fit.
You are level 1 wounded now, and you are stable.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job.
Mara.
This.
Mara's gonna.
Click, 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 click. What's it doing?
Mara,
yeah, you rolled a
now that
3 and a
cleric had
4.
moved, I can
Okay.
see what all's going on across the way, so I was gonna run full tilt over there.
Go for it. Because that lizard looks like it's about to eat the gunslinger. You can't go that way. You're gonna have to go south around the curve.
Okay, good. My screen's finally back
Most
up.
insulting part
Isn't it
is
where you-
it looks like if it
What do you
sneezes,
hit? A
the way
space
it
bar or
will
something?
die.
X.
X for a point.
It's got like two
So like
levels.
there, do a point, do an X, like a waypoint.
I'm not.
You can
I'm not-
survive it.
And
The
move-
bar
move
moves
like
attack
all the way
which
up
is like
to the
instructed
edge of
from
the
where I
thing before
am.
it drops off. So there. Okay, one back.
X.
So, X.
No shit.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, so
I told you to hit X and you just clicked.
Sorry.
Ignore my movement.
I'm not worried about yours.
I was trying to see if it really was X or not. I've never used X, so.
It's because of this. This
yeah.
mod is X.
You should be able to get there. Is that where you want to be?
Yes.
95 feet. Does she have that much movement?
She has 70. Yeah.
Okay, so
70.
3 moves will get you there. Okay. Short leaf.
Maybe.
Can you go 95 also?
Well, we still got a creature in.
Everybody else is running away from it.
I'm not gonna run away.
That's
from
apparently the strong one.
it. I'm gonna take a 5-step foot up to it, and then I'm gonna target him, and then I'm gonna hit him. Hopefully, hit him this time. It'd be
Okay.
nice.
You did hit it.
Yay. No, I thought since I had one long
Okay,
range
11
spell
points.
left,
Is it still up?
It is not up. It just got wiped out.
Okay. And then, for my third action, I will start heading towards the.
I don't think you have a 45-foot move.
Yes, you move.
There.
Y'all are just heading over to watch me get eaten.
Gotta enjoy the show.
Silverleaf.
Wow.
Everybody realizing the ranger's way off there, right at the clutches of one of these worms.
I'm not making it to you, so.
There was no more. I didn't see any more, so.
Well, yeah, but
Camouflage creatures. And
That's
Oh.
true.
as a hint for future, stay in the 30-foot bubble.
Yeah.
My bless makes it real easy to see where my effective range is. Cool. I'll go very far
Jump in the gap.
now. Oh, darn
I'm fine with it. It would have been the same.
Okay.
He flies 30 feet across the gap.
Super
The
house.
satellites can fly, man.
Okay, the Tatzelworm goes. Well, if nobody had been able to get to it, it would have eaten the warrior, but now it has to defend itself, so it switches to Mara.
Can spend 1 action attacking, the last 2 action casting.
Bites
That's your birthday wish.
and hits a
Would have been for the best. My next
it's a 26.
Sure.
So you can nimble dodge if you want, but it won't help.
eats humans.
It won't help.
Okay.
Or even better, a human. that
It's
eats
popping
humans.
it up.
I
I'm
was
giving
gonna
you the
pick
choice,
evil
but it
next.
only adjusted by 1. So 14 points from the bite.
Okay.
Okay. Then it claws you, missing, and claws you a second time, missing as well. Okay. Casimir.
Well, I might as well get my daily jog in.
Don't you have a spell?
I do have a spell.
Daily jog.
So, again,
No.
it's 30 feet radius.
Yeah, the spell goes 30 feet. Not everyone has 120 feet range. That's
No, I'm talking about the your really long range spell attack that does piercing damage or something.
yeah.
You
That's
dropped
that.
that a while
I
ago.
dropped that.
Oh, that's
Because you wanted to be able to talk to boggards.
Well, I also dropped it because I didn't sustain it.
Yeah.
I used it this fight, and then I had to shield block.
Yeah. So you take 3 actions.
And you're slow.
Yes.
I am, yeah. I'm
Rock.
considering.
Okay.
You got some long range spell you're gonna blast them with?
Yes, I do.
Go for it. What's your go ahead and
Thunder Strike.
Sure hope we're not finding anything else today.
105 feet?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, well you only go 120, but sure. Okay, it takes double damage.
Okay.
And that's probably going to wipe it
I
out.
explode it. You're welcome.
Yeah,
I
it
expect payment.
explodes. Okay. That will end the encounter. So we will clear that.
I still have a good amount of spells because I got knocked out the first round.
Okay.
Ooh, we should kill them more often.
Should have killed him more often.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, 120.
That's 102.
102.
It's close.
Okay.
Yeah, it's close.
And although the lizards do not have any actual stuff, there is having issues.
A head.
chest.
They do not have a chest as such, but amongst the debris and so forth, they have some loot from prior victims. So you are free to move about and do what you wish. Keeping in mind that The only one that can't move is Pinkbeard, who is now listed as dead apparently, although he's not really dead.
I'm stabilized.
He's stabilized.
Are you gonna do like a channel burst or something?
Found a sword for you, Craig. Found a sword.
Forget him. I found a sword.
Yeah. Plus one longsword.
Let's see.
Did you say a sword for you?
No, for you, Craig.
You did say it for you, but it was me for Craig.
Yes.
I'm like,
Okay. So before we go too far on this, given that it is 7 o'clock, let's wrap up here,
Okay.
and then you guys can do the looting, the healing, etc. next time. Okay.
That's fine.